Call me Mr. Chimney. I want smoke.
Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me.
You are now tuned into the Boxing Voice Radio. Join us every Thursday and Sunday, live at 7 p.m. Eastern Time.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
Good morning, TBV, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio Border Wars edition, Border Wars Season 4, Dallas, 2 weeks out. We're almost there. Ladies and gentlemen, the fights will be taking place in less than 14 days. We will all be in Dallas for what is TBV's first unification bout. And we also got some great news. A new title has been interjected into the Border Wars series, and I'm happy to announce that the IBO is sending us a IBO title in the Federal Express mail. We got the tracking number. So for June 1st, AJ Miller, Border Wars Season 5, we will have the IBO on the line. Now, I know there's a lot of people out here, they're like, yo, you know, why don't you put that belt on the line this season for some of those lower weight classes? For some of those other guys, right? But it's not my fault you guys didn't sign on in the beginning of Border Wars when title shots were being handed out. It's pretty similar to when PBC and Dazn first come out. They come out aggressively. They come out giving the fighters that decide to sign up first, giving them the best. Jesse Vargas got a reported $1.7 million, right, to fight Thomas Delorme. I mean, that was unexpected, and that's how it is, you know. Jose, he wasn't expected to get a title shot, but he's been in the ecosystem of TBV for so long that his seniority merited it. And that's where we're at, you know. We do have new titles, though. Like I said, the IBO is coming. We'll put that bad boy on the line in June. But right now, it's Dallas. We got a group of dedicated men. I mean, you guys are going to be in for a treat when you get to meet Lauren. Under 100 and I want to say under 140 pounds. No, not Lauren, excuse me, Will, Lauren's opponent, if I'm not mistaken. Under 140 pounds, but dude's like 6'4". So that's going to be interesting to see, especially in the ring at that weight class. Then we got Cruz taking it serious. I mean, just as early as yesterday, uploaded a new picture showing himself all bloodied up from sparring. Yeah, these boys are taking it serious for sure. You know, Jose has a game plan. He's our main event. He wants us to believe he has a game plan. He wants to believe he can hold on to that title. But he's got a tough task. He's got a tough task. I'm happy to report that Marvin the Tank Furman is training. Looking like he's getting more training than normal. I know he said it would be difficult with the birth of his new daughter. He just bought a home. But he's a Texas boy. This is going to be his second time back. He's going to be given a rematch to the person he beat, our very own Aaron Cantu, formerly from Los Angeles, but now living in San Antonio, going to be making the troop from San Antonio to Dallas. He'll be covering Mikey Garcia versus Earl Spence and also taking on Marvin the Tank in a heavyweight affair. Now, Marvin wanted one of those vacant titles. We had a vacant WBO, and obviously we have the IBO coming in, and he wanted one of those titles on the line for his fight, you know? And listen, does Marvin deserve a title shot? It's kind of difficult to say. It depends the route that he's going to get that title shot. Could I say that the winner of this fight deserves a title shot? Yeah, a lot more than other heavyweight contenders in the Border Wars ecosystem. I just didn't feel, as the commissioner or as the president, whatever you want to call it, I didn't feel that a rematch merited a title shot. And if that isn't enough, we offered Marvin a title shot. He declined it. So I just didn't feel like a vacant title. I don't even like the whole vacant title thing. You know what I mean? You're a paper champ. Ultimately, vacant titles are paper champs. Paper champs then have to take those titles and defend them to get some sort of credibility. So, you know, it's really to each his own. I preferably, you know, unless circumstances like Border Wars early seasons where title shots were being handed out to, you know, make the series better. If it's not like that, like I don't want a vacant shot just cause we need to make your fight more exciting. I would look at that as a slap in the face. So I'm glad Mario wasn't kicking and screaming to get that, but he got it anyway. So I don't know. I mean, for argument's sake, playing devil's advocate, I guess I could be Mario's defense attorney and understand why he merits a title shot based off seniority, based off being a host. Doesn't really fall in line with the rules of Border Wars, but Vladimir Klitschko decided to unify with Anthony Joshua, and he didn't even have a belt because he decided to fight Joshua, the WBA, put the vacant WBA on the line so that these men can fight for it. So I guess that's what's kind of happening right now. You know, Queen City Cobra, me and him have a little love-hate relationship. I call him a Clownthony every now and then because his name is Anthony, but it rhymes better to call him Clownthony since he only took this fight with Mario because there was a title shot on the line. I know a lot of you are going to get lost and caught up in the physical attributes of Anthony Queen City Cobra Edwards, but there's more than just muscles on a man. There's character. And I don't know. I mean, all these fighters have rubbed me the wrong way in some way or another, because for Anthony, you know, he had a stellar performance last Border Wars. I mean, the knockout of the season, not of just that season, but of Border Wars, probably the knockdown. Excuse me. I keep calling it a knockout because it was that beautiful. One would think it would have been a knockout, but the Canadian did get up. Shout out to Eric Garcia, the babyface assassin, got up. But, you know, the performance that Anthony put on really had the fans happy. They wanted to see the return of the Queen City Cobra. That's what our viewers want. So when we tried to get Anthony, you know, nothing too serious, just get him on the card, keep him active so that you could see him underneath the Cruz and Jose card, and he could possibly get the winner. Maybe he could get in the ring afterwards, but he didn't want none of that. And I found this strange. Like, I know Ant, you know what I mean? We hung out. You know, we've been in multiple different cities together, different states. I found it strange that he didn't want none of that. All of a sudden, he got a sense of rejuvenation, because right before that WBO title was put on the line, I mean, this guy was talking about having surgery and, you know, how he had 2 injuries and how he needed more time to get back in the Border Wars. So I'm just painting the storyline that I see. I'm just painting the narrative that I see, that I think that he took Mario lightly. I think he's looking at Mario as a 5'4" guy, Mexican, short, stubby, little arms, and he thinks he's got him. You know, he thinks he's Mosley and Mario is Margarito. And maybe that's the truth. We're definitely going to have to see. But if I'm Mario, I'm working double time, because I know this man only took the fight because it's Mario. I know this man only took the fight because the title was on the line. So there's no respect. You know, and that's what I don't like about Mario, you know. He's everybody's friend. Oh, Ron. Oh, Anthony. Oh, his muscles. Oh, his right hand. Bro, it's a fight or you making love to this motherfucker? But let me go ahead and introduce my special guest co-host. He'll be featured in Border Wars in some sort of capacity, whether that be an official judge or work in production to have this event, live streamed and recorded via 4 cameras for you guys. I bring you
Alabama.
I want Joshua. Joshua, come and see me, baby. If he doesn't hiding, no more ducking, no more dodging, no more excuses.
Yo, man, fresh off work, I'm here. You feel me? I ain't like these other dudes. They sleeping in the bed, cozy. I'm here, man. You hear me? I ain't gonna let you just keep bashing Ant either, Ness. This is a Border Wars show, not a bash Ant show. You gotta stop it.
The information though, Javi, you wasn't in that chat, so you don't really know how this fight took place with Mario and how many fights was offered to Anthony before this Mario fight. So, it's not like I'm making it up. I just like to give the world the information because they're gonna look at him. They're gonna fall in love with his body. They're gonna fall in love with his snickless. They're gonna think he's a natural. And all that he is, which is why it's baffling to me that he would have to be forced into this fight.
He ain't forced into nothing, man. And just want to take it on. He just want to take it on his terms, man.
I want to take a fight until we started talking vacant title shots, which again,
how everybody else got their belt vacant.
It strikes me as weird again. Like, why would a man want a vacant title shot?
Look, he just want his belt, so then he can get in there. Shit, bro. People get their belts off vacants and last forever, man. Don't stop it. Now we're gonna quit bashing Ant.
Very true, very true.
Jose ain't nothing but a paper champ. We see look how Jose got his belt.
Listen
Let's
to me
about that.
I said that. I said, listen, first of all, if you got on early with Border Wars, then you got that pardon. You got that early forgiveness at a title shot because we needed to start the series. So
I'm talking about how he got it. He got it off of I took a shot. I don't want to fight no more.
No. That's not true. That's not
how
true.
You got it then? How you got it?
The first fight.
Who? Enrique?
The first fight that we just did a film study on. And
when he was kicking his mouthpiece, that fight?
That fight.
Okay. All right. So still, we got into some more controversy with Jose.
Absolutely.
All I'm saying is he the most controversial fighter in Border Wars.
Adrian Broner of Border Wars. But again, I could paint narratives, but I like to keep the truth out there. And the truth is, officially, even after the rewatch, even after the film study, more people picked Jose as the victor. They had him winning even after the film started, even after pointing out the fucking soccer plan that he was doing with his mouthpiece and all the illegal tactics. The people still deemed him the winner. So his title is legitimate.
Why didn't Ant get a second? Why didn't Ant get a shot in the second Border Wars?
Because he was taking. It was his first fight. That's what I'm saying.
I thought it was the second. He had to.
Nah.
I thought he damn near decapitated the dude when he knocked him down.
Same dude. He only fought once.
And he only fought once.
And that's the thing. Me and Ant we was like this. If you see Rocky 4, we was Tommy. We was like this. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what happened. He just went from bodying a Canadian, talking greasy to like surgeries. I don't know. Vacations. And I'm like, bruh, like, are you still a fighter or is you done? Like, because I could get that too. We all old. So we go through that midlife crisis. You want to get in there. You want to do something. You won, you succeeded. You beat somebody and knock them down in front of your girl. Fuck it. Retire on a high. But in the back of your mind, you're going to always know that you chose to retire because you was afraid to lose. And that's what you did. And I think that fight's being forced back, man. He's being forced back, Javi. He's being forced back.
That man not afraid to lose. And he was injured. He coming in with an injury. Stop it. He still said he ain't 100%.
He said he had an injury in the first fight. We all got injuries, man. Fighters tell us every time we interview them, we never 100% when we get into it.
But he ain't no pro. That's the thing. He coming in with an injury and he ain't even no pro.
None of us pros.
I know, but you was fresh when you fought. I could tell you was all fresh, excited, grabbing folks' stomach and shit. Like you was excited when you was fighting. You was fresh.
That was just confidence. What he lacks. what he lacks.
I don't think he lacks.
We got new fighters that don't lack confidence. Because Lauren, aka the Maserati, he's sending his footage. He talking greasy. And if I'm not mistaken, his opponent is this tall dude, Will. And
I remember him calling in.
Bro, Will to me reminds me of Jamal James in the height, like a dude freakishly tall for that division, or Mario Barrios when he started. Mario Barrios, as tall as he is, he started at 126, bro. So I'm very interested. You know, I haven't seen much footage of Will. I could be confusing him too, because I got footage of Ahmed hitting the bag. I'm a little confused. We haven't even spoken to neither of them, only Lauren. So hopefully they calling into this show.
They both called in last show. I remember. I was on. They both called in.
Oh yeah, actually they did. Will and Lauren start beefing with each other.
Yes, sir. They was
I just heard that Will is like freakishly tall, but I haven't actually seen any footage.
And you said he below 140?
Yes.
Oh, that mean he ain't shit. He got to put a little something on. If he's 6'4", 140, below 140, he damn near malnourished.
I don't know. Let's bring the president on, or should I say vice president, or maybe just VP of operations.
The fake champ.
VP of operations. We don't know, because he be ready to sanction anything.
Yo,
Jose, what's going on?
Hello. Good morning, Javier. This is a press conference, so I'll keep this professional. Good morning, sir. Thank you for your participation.
Hey, Jose, I'm not gonna do you like all these other co-hosts. I ain't gonna boost your head up.
No. It's all good. But I'm gonna respect you, because you right now are doing what a great builder does, man. You're making this event bigger and better, so I appreciate that. So I will not come after you in this moment right now. Not right now, but before I go, yes, I will. Yeah, Ness, you're confusing Will with Ahmed. Ahmed is the big tall guy. Will is actually 5'7", slick. They both African American. I think Ahmed might be African. Actually, he might be Egyptian. I think we're calling him Hamada Jones, the African prince. So I'm not sure.
Who was Ahmed fighting
about that?
All right, so I did see footage of
Ahmed
Ahmed.
fighting,
Ahmed was hitting
Joseph.
like a teardrop bag. I think he was.
Okay.
Yeah. Ahmed's a big boy, man. I don't know. He said 6'1", but goddamn, that kid 1. Then one must be 5'2".
6'1".
They look like David and Goliath. Man.
Yo, you went out. You went out, brother. You went out. Yo, you went out, homie. You on a real bad connection. We're gonna go to. I want to believe this is Eric Cruz, right? If not Cruz, it's definitely Marvin. Who from Texas is live with me?
Yo, Nez, what up? What's
Cruz.
up, Javier? Thank you for being on the show, man. We appreciate you.
Oh, we got the real champ on. Okay, it's the real champ. All right, now we talking.
People's champ.
Now we talking.
Yeah, man. The real champ, the one that got two different opponents. No controversial wins.
Ain't no controversy.
So Cruz, man, now that I got you on the line, man, we haven't had a time to film study your second fight, but Jose likes to bring that up and how he feels that the knockdown that you received, which ultimately went down as a standing 8 count, could be argued that there was controversy. In the fashion in which you were given the 8 count, it looked like you were given the stoppage.
No, well, the thing is, I wasn't even given a count. If you guys do the review the fight again, I wasn't even given a count. Mitty kind of stopped it, and he just looked at me, and I'm like, yo, I'm okay. And he was like, okay, continue. But I never, the count never started. If you look at the footage, you
see where the controversy is,
the count never started.
But you see where the controversy is, though, right? Like, you get hit by your opponent, the referee jumps in, looks at you, and asks you, are you good? He's stopping the action. Normally, when a ref jumps in after a punch stopping the action, the fight's supposed to be stopped.
Hey, Mitty had an early gun, though, and I saw in a few of them fights. He was a little early trying to check on people. Cruz was good. I remember seeing.
Except in my fight, because it was a sabotage. He
was crying though, Ness. You cried.
I was being cheated.
Ness never got rocked for him to have a standing 8. I never seen Ness get hit with a clean punch where you were like, yo, let's check up on Ness and see if he's fine.
I got hit with a few straight rights though.
He did catch me. Yeah, but I mean, Zach, he caught me, but I was fine. It's just that that's just how I fight. Like even with Marvin yesterday, he caught me with a couple of clean punches that if you were like looking from the outside in, you would have been like, "Yo, Cruz is hurt." But no, like I'm gonna keep coming forward, and even that with that standing 8, I still came back in that same round, and I think it was that same round where I knocked Sack down. So there was no controversy even there because I knocked him down and he got me a standing 8, and then I think he got another standing 8 in that same round for me. And then the next one, they took a point away from him. So it was like, if we would have went to the scorecards before he even quit in the second round, if we would have went to the scorecards, like, I beat him by points. Like, the gap was huge. So there's no controversy there. So I don't know what Jose is talking about. But, hey, I mean, he's got to sell his narrative, right? That we're the same boat when we're really not.
Hey, Enrique said, "Hey, Mitty had a quick trigger, man." They said Enrique said his trigger finger was a little quick. He said he didn't like how his fight got stopped.
Yeah, he robbed Enrique of glory. That's why. I mean, look, legitimately, that was a punch after the break. Like, it was definitely a punch after the break, and I don't think that Jose faked the impact. Like, everything that happened,
but you get time.
Everything that happened after the punch, I think that was all genuine. I just think everything that happened after we realized it was an illegal blow is where it gets controversial. I think that's where he milked it. After being on the floor, after realizing, I could get a win out of this, it was whack, man. I don't even.
He took the coward way out. He took the coward way out.
Yeah, I hate thinking about that shit. That's why, like, I'm not rooting for him. I want Cruz to take his head off because that shit was whack. Yo, Enrique flew all the way from North to Los Angeles. Everybody, worked two months, maybe 3 months worth of training to have one fight ended in a few seconds. That was whack. Hey, yo,
yeah,
Bo trying to kill me in the chat. Bo, I never been down. And I never got an 8 count. And I took all them right hands from the guy y'all think is a beast. So knock it off. Now he trying to play. He called me Amir Gibbs. Nesta Khan, Amir Gibbs.
The pound for pound list?
Well, Bo took it upon himself to create the list. And that's cool because, look, he love and hate me. He got me as number 2 on the pound for pound. So I'm all good.
Oh, nice. Yeah, because I seen that he had posted something about if I don't stop Jose, I'm coming off the pound for pound list. And I'm like, yo, man, like, Jose's not that bad. Like, if I was to beat him, like, yo, I should still stay on that list. But apparently I got to knock him out to prove something.
Cruz, we already seen if he take a heavy punch, he quitting.
Man.
Bro, you hit this dude to the body, he's done. His bread basket looks like fucking Little Red Riding Hood's basket.
Yeah, man, it should be a good fight. Like, I've been training. I haven't seen any sparring of Jose. I know you said
what
that
you mean?
I haven't seen any
the
yet.
one with Robert Ortiz is there. It's posted a long time ago. The new one.
Oh, I think that was before we even signed for the fight. But okay, yeah, I guess I could look at that.
Yeah, that's the most recent, and we accepted that as his first piece of footage. And there is, I think there's things to see in that particular session. He feels a little fat though.
Yeah.
Hey, Enrique said he's scouting
before he started camp.
He did.
Yeah, Enrique said he's scouting in Texas.
I don't think he coming back.
Hey, he said he in shape and he's scouting, man.
He ain't coming back. Enrique's in the heavyweight division. He gonna have to get low, and he don't get low. He signing fights for 185, coming in at 210.
Hey, you saw that picture he put in the B&B chat?
Yeah, from like 20 years ago.
Yeah,
I'm talking about the other one, the recent one. I was like, whoa, Enrique, you about my size. What's up, baby?
I ain't see that shit. I ain't see that. So, man, so what's up with the bloody picture, Cruz? I mean, the day before yesterday, you post a picture of Marvin all bloody. Now, what is it? Y'all going tit for tat? He makes you bleed, you make him bleed?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is that every sparring that we do, we record it, right? After the sparring, we kind of sit down and I'll be like, hey, Marvin, look, I did this wrong. This is where you could capitalize. He does the same thing. He's like, yo, if you would have thrown this punch, you would have caught me. So we kind of coach each other. We kind of tell each other what we need to do better. And I mean, he obviously is correcting his mistakes because he caught me clean yesterday. So, it's like they say, iron sharpens iron. So every time that we spar, we get better. And we don't have an official trainer. He has a semi-trainer, and I don't really have an official trainer. but we kind of help each other. And I do have Coach Mitty on my side that every time I do send him sparring footage, he'll kind of tell me what I need to work on, what I can do better.
Sabotage Mitty.
So that's kind of how we're improving ourselves.
Sabotage Mitty, the one that was he was all anxious for every other fight except mine. Once he seen that, he was like, "Yeah, off with his head, fucking American."
Bro,
yeah, well, the thing, I mean, like he's kind of like I would say maybe Doomsday would do the same thing if he was in that situation with Jose and Enrique, because it's like, really, what do you do if you're like looking at it from like if you're a professional and you're looking at it from that kind of level, you would probably do the same thing, end the fight and give Jose the win.
Nah, give him 5 minutes to recover.
Yeah, that's probably what I would have done, but I mean, I don't think that's what they do in like amateur fights.
Nah.
5 minutes
like
to recover.
I said,
like Jose was out.
Yeah, like I said, technically the decision was good. It was up to Jose to man up, get up off the floor and say, nah. Enrique traveled a lot. I trained. I don't want this type of win. But Jose, being the broner of TBV that he is, he took it. And he just teased everybody. He's like, yeah, I won this way, so what? And it's just like, so whack. But listen, Cruz, we're going to get back to you. We want to get some of the new guys on. We got Lauren, a.k.a. Maserati. Listen, Maserati, you got me as a fan off the name. Whoa. This guy's, is he practicing karate? Maserati, speak over there. He was breaking karate boards with Mr. Miyagi and shit. What the fuck?
Yeah, like unpacking. I don't know what's going on.
Maserati, what up? Yeah, we hear you, baby. Talk to us.
Hey, just hanging out poolside eating pizza, man. I'm not really sweating this.
Yo, so I gotta keep it real, man. You sensed over some heavy bag footage, and in one you did like a little Amir Khan, maybe a Manny Pacquiao like combination where it was maybe 4 punches. And I said to myself, is he serious right there? Like, there wasn't anything on it. I felt like it was like pity pat. I'm like, maybe he's trying to deceive his opponent. Oh my God, Lauren,
you put the phone in the chip bag or something? What's up, baby?
He got the phone in his pocket. What is going on with this guy? Look, they telling me to block your ass. What the come on, Lauren.
Man, Lauren put it in the pizza box.
Man. He got the phone in his sweats. He doing his road work right now.
No, you got it. I'm out here in the rain. I'm in the middle of my road work. You literally nailed it. I'm out here in the rain running right now. Sorry, I took you off my Beat headphones. I think that was the problem.
So yeah, man, I was asking about that heavy bag, man. I seen you do a little, 4-6 punch combination, all straight punches, kind of like Manny Pacquiao, Amir Khan, the way they dart in. And I said to myself, I didn't see anything on those punches. It was, to me, it felt like it was all speed. And I'm like, are you trying to throw off your opponent?
No, I ain't trying to throw off my opponent. Listen, dude, you take a look at Will. I always saw a few photos, but you can just look at the man. You know, he ain't worried about a fight. I'm sure he been punched in the teeth. He used to this. I got power. I don't need to work on power. I'm trying to overwhelm him. Hand speed, straight punches right down the pipe, and keep his shorter stature as a weakness for him.
So, what's his statistics?
My statistics? My size?
He's
5'7", 150, I think.
And the fight's contracted at what weight?
150.
Okay, and you?
And me, yeah, I'm 6'1", 150. I'm the big dog, man.
Yo. Bo and Bama said he seen you fight before. You a liar. You got sanctioned fights under your belt.
Oh, damn, Lauren, you trying to get a body?
Who the fuck is? Hell no. Who the fuck is Bo from Bama? I ain't from fucking Bama. Who the fuck?
Yo, he in the chat. He in the chat. They said dude got sanctioned fights under his belt.
Yo, just because I'm handsome as fuck doesn't mean I'm famous, dog. You don't fucking
talk
know
that
me.
shit, Lauren.
You don't fucking know me. You don't fucking know me. I'll tell you this, man. He all worried because check it out. Listen, Minnesota Vikings, trash. Minnesota Twins, trash. Minnesota is not a place for athletes. Everybody should be worried. I'm a fucking Adonis, bro. I'm the biggest dog in the junkyard. You know what I'm saying? Everybody should be worried. But you know what? No, I ain't got no fucking clinch fight. I'm gonna go in there. Ain't nobody working harder than me. And I'm gonna fucking show everybody what I got, If I lose, I really don't give a shit. You want to know why? Because I'm going to go out there knowing that I couldn't have worked a day harder. I couldn't have ran a mile faster. I couldn't have hit a bag 10 more times every time I go in there. So that's
what I'm
at, bro.
talking about. Damn.
Honestly,
so you training yourself?
Good.
You
Honestly,
training yourself?
fucking good. Nah, well, I got a sparring partner. I got my homie who's coming out with me, calling Soup Kitchen Boy Arlen. He's gonna fight in June. You watch. You're gonna want him when you see him. Me and him, we coming out there. I think me and Ant might stay together out there, but I'm coming over and we taking over.
So, Lauren, where do you get all this confidence from? Where's this machismo come from, my man?
I mean, bro, you have these hands attached to the ends of your arms. You can the exact same way, bro.
Why you think your hands so good though, bro? Who you been putting hands on, Lauren?
Man, I've been fighting my whole life, dog. I just never done it in the ring. I don't know, man. Both fucking stupid.
How many fights you lost in your life?
On my name. What's up?
How many fights you lost in your life?
Lost?
Yeah.
I don't know that word.
Oh, so you ain't never lost? Is what you saying?
I never lost. I ain't never been knocked down in sparring.
Yeah, see, yep. I don't believe in you no more, Lauren. If you say you've been fighting all your life, you ain't been beating everybody's ass. Somebody done caught you before, Lauren. You ain't gonna lie to me. Somebody done caught you if you've been fighting all your life.
How long you been?
I've been snuck. I've been snuck.
Oh, niggas gotta sneak you to win now. Oh, that's the only way they're gonna win is when they sneak you. Okay.
Yeah, his only shot is if he clips me at the weigh-in.
Yo, why
Straight
you
up.
sound like Caleb
This
Plant right
motherfucker-
now? Where you from, Lauren?
In Minnesota.
Where am I from? I'm from Seattle, but I live in the Bay Area. I live in Hunters Point, San Francisco, California. Look it up. Hunters Point, 3rd.
Ooh, he talking that talk. Listen, man, we're gonna come back to
I'm
you.
a fucking white Maserati, bro. I'm the cleanest, coolest shit in the game right now.
I'm telling you, listen, we're gonna come back to you. I'm telling you, he's TBV's Caleb Plant. I can see it right now. He got that swag, B.
Hope he ain't AB and don't let his hands go.
Yo, listen. We'll see.
Mario. Yo, that was some greasy talk for real. But I like it though. I like it. You gotta hype the fights, man. Gotta hype the fights. Unfortunately, people ain't digging the way that me and Ant respect each other, but I'm coming to win. I'm coming to win to shut Javi's ass up.
I think it's more you respecting him.
To
I don't
shut
think
Javi's ass up.
Yeah.
He ain't gotta respect me. That's fine. Shit. I listen, I thrive on that underdog shit. All right. That's what I want. I want people to underestimate me. I'm trying to make the house some money so that I can get my shit paid for June. Cause I know Ness gonna, kick me a percentage for all the fucking money the house gonna take in. Cause everybody betting against me, supposedly. So we're gonna see how much Javi puts up. And I'm glad Javi's gonna bet against me because Javi been known to lose bets. So
I ain't betting against you. I ain't betting against you. I don't put my bets on people I don't know.
I'll tell you what, regardless,
crazy, yo. They gonna make you gonna live that forever. That loss, that bet, man. That's crazy.
On that? I thought it was over there, bro.
Nah, evidently not. So
all I know is I'm gonna have the strongest cheering section because everybody gonna be like, "Oh shit, he gonna win," and they're gonna want me to win. Plus, I'm gonna have people there, and then Ness's crazy ass. After watching all the Border Wars footage, Ness can't stay in his seat. In his corner.
Yo.
Motherfucker, that he's the dude at the courts when somebody get their ankle broke and he's running around the court and shit screaming. That's Ness.
The funniest shit was when the last Border Wars.
They asking if Mario doing Vada. Yo, Mario, them squat videos got niggas thinking you need to be tested.
I told him, man, we can go to Walgreens and pick up a test. I'm cool with that.
Hey, Ness, the funniest shit on the last Border Wars. Who was the dude? He like Mexican kind of chunky. He was fighting. He had a bad round. And Ness went to the corner. Ness said, "Put some water on him. What you doing? Put the water on his head. Hurry up."
Oh, yeah. That was from Border Wars 1, right?
No, it was the last one. What's his name? Is it Santiago?
Oh, then maybe I didn't see it.
He was getting his ass beat. He was taking the ass whooping.
Santiago.
Yeah, he was taking the ass whooping. And they said put some water on him. Then they pushed the man's headgear down. His head went through the headgear.
Yeah,
like he's on fire and shit.
That was the biggest issue with Santiago, man. Listen, Santiago need to come to the East Coast to train with us. Santiago and Zach, but that fight happening in June, I heard. I hope it happens. Santiago needs that fight, and so does Zach. Both them dudes are right there. Like, the winner of that should feel good because Zach been in with the best, and Santiago, he's been in with the best. You know, he's even sparred the best, bro. He spars Iron Sal, and Iron Sal boy from the Bay Area. You know, he really sparred everybody. You know,
let me ask you a question, Ness, because I was actually having this debate yesterday. I was supposed to get some target mitts in, and my sparring partner, fucking asshole, fell asleep. So I just did some row work, got to the gym, did some heavy bag too. But I was talking with my brother and my other cousin that was over. Do you think it's a problem if you're sparring people that aren't at a better level than you? Like, let's say that they're at the same level or is it just important to get that sparring in no matter what?
I mean, listen, at this level, all sparring is good sparring, but you want somebody to push you, yo.
Yo, listen, that's been the biggest problem. And I'm not gonna say that like, oh, if I lose, it's because my sparring wasn't the best. But I'm not gonna lie, like sparring's been an issue. Like I've gotten rounds in, it's just I haven't been able to get anybody either the size of Ant or better than me, if that makes sense.
I mean,
so I don't know.
How far for you? 7 hours?
6.
That was it. I mean, you see, I'm a different type of dude, right? Like, I don't mind driving. Like, I started as a truck driver. So, like, if I was you, I would have done for Border War's sake. Because, look, me and Doomy was driving every day to, like, 4 or 5 towns over. I was going to Patterson every day just to train. And now, if I get a fight, I'm going to have to go to East Hanover because that gym moved. Or the Hackensack to Four Corners.
How far is that?
30, 40 minutes both ways, going one way, the issue is the distance isn't far. We're talking under 22 miles.
Mar, you said your shit 7 hours?
Yeah, 6, about 6.5.
Yeah, but I would did a weekend. I'll do a weekend, go to Dallas for the weekend, bring your girl, and then mix it up with Cruz and Marvin next time for Border Wars 5. You know what I'm saying? Make a day trip with your girl. So you plan it, let's say Friday, you get there Friday, you do your thing with your girl, you sleep, boom, wake up, meet up with Cruz.
Well, I had seen Eric had posted that he was talking to somebody for sparring. He said he was going to have a special sparring partner guest. I don't know who it ended up being or if he even told us, but I was about to announce some shit too. And I thought I was going to be able to get in some work with with some, Corpus alum. And here's the thing. I didn't want to bother no pros, retired or not. I didn't want to bother no pros, but I wish I would have bothered them because now late in the game, I'm seeing them at the gym and they're like asking to help. Like they want to help. They're like laughing and shit. Like, yo, this dude that's been interviewing us for the last 6 years is gonna step in there. And like, yo, some of them are like even wanting to be there and shit. Like I feel so stupid that I didn't ask him.
Nah, but you still got 2 weeks, bro.
Yeah, no, and I got some things set up.
You got 2 weeks. If the sparring is great, you could just work every day this week or every other day, because nobody really spars every day. So you could do like Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Yeah.
Take off, come back maybe Monday, and then just not spar no more because the fight's on Friday.
The biggest problem I think that I'm having with sparring or heading into it is I have yet to find anybody that carries the physical stature of Ant.
Yeah, but that's why you need a trainer, man. That's why you need a trainer. Look, I've been in enough camps to know, like for instance, Wilder's camp, right? They never put together a Bermain Stavern or a Tyson Fury. They got different people to be Tyson Fury. So, they would get, let's say, Joey Abel or Bell, however you want to pronounce it, for let's hypothetically say the reach. Then they got Malik Scott.
Oh, yeah.
Then they got Malik Scott for the movement. Then they might have Mike Polite Coffee for the power, So that's why a training camp.
Robert Alfonso's too.
Yeah, and Robert Alfonso for the technicality and just
Well,
big
today
guy.
was supposed to be the first day that I was gonna do multiple training partners, like the way you were doing, where you had like a fresh guy come in after a round or two, and then a fresh guy. Today was supposed to be that first day, but it looks like it's gonna end up being Monday. And I got 3 sparring partners, and that's the one thing, exactly what you said. I got one guy who's about ant size, but he doesn't have the speed, or like
That's brutal. My
yeah.
man. Hey, yo, AO said Mario the first 5'5" heavyweight.
Damn, that's so funny. Man, Javi, you got him on that shit. That's Javi's fault right there. Everybody's talking shit now.
No, he said that nasal spray. I want some nasal spray too. Yeah, I'm gonna talk to Billy Joe's peoples.
You asshole.
Yo, I heard that Border Wars 4 is gonna be a 2-day tournament for the IBO belt. That's what I heard.
Nah, you missed it. And that said he ain't giving it away till June 1st.
2 days.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, Border Wars 4.
That's 5. This is
that's 5.
Oh,
that's
5. My bad. 5. Right. Yeah. Border Wars 5 is gonna be a 2-day tournament for the IBO belt. That's what Boxing Scene wrote. I don't know.
Man, that what Boxing Scene said. That
Yeah,
was
I think
that
Keith
was
Heidig.
wrote.
Keith,
I don't know, man. Listen, there's a lot of
broke
good fights. There's a lot of good fights. You got Santiago versus Zach. I like that fight. That's gonna be a fun fight. I promise you that will be a fun fight. Then you got JD Mitty. That's like high level. That's gonna be hopefully our highest level, right?
My money on JD. I saw JD little work he put in. I got my money on JD.
I seen that teardrop work too. I seen that aqua bag work. Yeah. Listen, let me get these lines moving. We got Jack. Talk to me. Jack
is the truth.
Why he sound not there?
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Hello? Y'all can hear me?
We hear you. Uh-oh. I hope you're gonna come at Lauren for talking that Minnesota shit.
You already know. You read my mind, man.
No, I thought that was Wilder at first.
Yeah, Lauren from Seattle.
Hey, this Ahmed, man. This Ahmed the Jet Farah, man. You know what I'm saying? The guy that's 6'4", 190, man. Fighting Matt, Joseph's little brother.
Oh, so y'all fighting at 180. What
190.
Oh, y'all said it at one. Damn, so you 6'4", 190?
Oh, damn.
You gonna kill him.
Yeah.
How
Wait,
tall is
Matt's like 5'8", right?
Nah, Matt looks short doing pads, man.
Hey,
my man's ain't in the group chat, so like I don't know what his height is. None of that. Like,
hey, man, just let these niggas know he got to get this work.
Oh shit, I'm mad. You the
you
one
already know, man. But hey, since Lauren want to talk all that talk, man, I put 100 on my man. What's up? I
got 100
on my man's wheel. He want to talk all this Minnesota stuff. He gonna get stopped. I'm telling you.
Joseph said his brother 5'11".
Yeah, he's 5'11".
Wait. I'm mad. So what you want us to call you? Matt, Jack? What is it? The Prince? How many you got? Because I got you down as Jack.
Man. I'm mad. You know my nickname the Jet. You know that was my basketball nickname. You know, and I used to play ball, man. You know what I'm saying?
Also, you used to hoop it up.
Yeah. Play college D too. You know all that.
Oh shit, 6'4", 190. How about you said 6'4", 190? Yeah, that's pretty rangy.
Yo, that's cruiserweight.
But
hey, what you at right now? What you at right now?
Dimensions though.
He's long, bro. He's 6'4".
Yeah, he's long. It sounds like he's long.
So, yeah, you cutting down to this, or you already at that weight?
No, I'm at 194. I just gotta lose this water weight real quick, you know. But I'm almost there.
So Matt, let me ask you some questions, bro. What's your level of experience? You ain't about to be a ringer, right? Because you know Matt is a beginner. Matt is a straight novice.
Yeah, me too, man. Me too. I'm a novice too. You know,
that did not sound believable at all. He's like, "Oh yeah, me too, man. Me too. I'm a novice too."
You know, I mean, you know, I used to be a knucklehead. You know, came from the gutter. You know how that goes. So you know, but never been in the ring though. You know, so I'm a novice when it comes to that. You know.
Man, where you from?
He said Minnesota.
Yeah, I'm originally from Atlanta, but you know, I'm up here in Minnesota, though. You feel me?
Oh, okay, you from the South, then. I'm with you. You know I'm with you, baby. We in Atlanta, you know I'm with you, man. Let's get this work.
Yeah, man, the Cal County, man, to be exact. You know what it is.
You know, it's
This
Alabama over here,
motherfucker-
baby. We mess with y'all.
This
Hold on,
motherfucker Javi.
I want to talk all that talk. I'm repping Minnesota hard too, though. You know, that's what I'm really repping. Though you talking about Minnesota don't create no athletes. You better ask about Jamal James, Sango. What he talking about? We was at the fight the other day too. But yeah, though, man.
So listen,
Matt
let me ask you some stuff here. When you signed up, did you start sparring before or after? Have you gotten any sparring? Has it been tough? Did you ever walk into a gym? Was it easy to find a boxing gym in your area? How is it in Minnesota? Or are you training at Jamal James' gym?
Oh no, I'm not. I'm at the Golden Gloves gym. You know, I'm at where me and Will at. You know, we just training out of there. I'm like 45 minutes away from the gym, so I make that trip. You know, but yeah, though, I didn't do no.
Damn, wait a minute. Dedication, hard work. You drive one way 45 minutes to the gym?
Yup. And then you know this Minnesota too, so sometimes
a little snowy.
And the snow, you already know, like, you know, but we still make it though. We still made it happen. That's why I really like this Border Wars. Like, it gave me a good lifestyle, a healthy lifestyle. Like that. That's a good thing.
That's what's up.
And that's what it's all about, man. I hope you ain't no ringer, because we're gonna have an experienced ref to stop that fight if you trying to take advantage. Because you big as hell.
I'm a novice now. I've been an athlete growing up, but when it comes to like specifically stepping in the ring, boxing and stuff, you know, I'm a rookie though. But I'm a hardcore boxing fan, so this why I really got motivated, you know.
Absolutely. Your story sounds exactly like a lot of the other Border Wars guys. Now, I just want to make sure that the footage I receive is you with a white shirt, do-rag, hitting the black bag, right? Like a teardrop bag?
Yeah.
Okay. So I just want to put a face.
And I also sent you a little clip of light sparring, introduction video and all that.
I'm going to get on all that today, man. We had a hectic week with the Canelo and the AJ tours, but we're going to publish all that. But make sure you're looking out, because there is footage of Lauren up already. He sent something already. But listen, Ahmed, I'm going to get to some other people. Anybody else got any questions for Ahmed before we move on?
Nah, honestly, I just wanted to comment. Man, he drive 45 minutes. That's what's up. I always wanted to see what that was like, because my gym is like 45 seconds down the road. And sometimes, it was not 45 seconds. It's like a minute or two. And so sometimes it's hard, like driving out your house, especially when it's cold, and that gym is like you get there real quick. Like I would love, or maybe I wouldn't, but I would like to try that drive, like to try to get like focused in time. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you just get to the gym cold as shit, and sometimes it takes a while to like snap into, you know, ready mode. And so I wonder what that drive would be like, you know. So I don't know. Maybe
let me tell Ahmed this real quick. Let me tell Ahmed this. He still on?
He hear you.
Hey, Ahmed, I need you to you. I know you in Minnesota right now, but you got a rep for the South. Don't you come out here playing, Ahmed. Don't you come out here playing, Ahmed. I need you to put in work. You
Bro, Matt from the South too.
Hey, Mike.
Matt from the South too.
Nah, but he ain't from the Southeast, baby. We a totally different breed over here in that area. Just worry about y'all in Texas. We different over here in the Southeast.
Mario, so you go to the gym alone? Because we heard Ahmed say he drives the 45, but he's meeting up with Matt. With who's he meeting up with in the gym? Will. So, how about you? Do you meet with someone, or is it just you alone?
No, I usually meet with somebody. If I'm going to the boxing gym is about 5 minutes away, and my gym's about 2.5 minutes away. But my gym has boxing equipment, so like I usually get 2 types of workouts that day. But I either meet my trainer when he's available, or I have a sparring partner lined up. So there's only been like a couple times where I've gone to the gym and it's just me. I'm not meeting nobody. Unless it's road work. Unless last night, I was just gonna go do some heavy bag and some running. So I just went by myself.
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to.
But I like that partner.
That's what I wanted to hear. You know what I mean? I want to see everyone's level of motivation because I was there, and sometimes Doomy wouldn't go.
But see, your camp seemed like so much fun. Like I would love to be in a situation because you had people that were competing with you, like Enrique, and you had Doomy. And so, yeah, your level of motivation.
They didn't always go, bro. And that's why I wanted to see, who's going, even if no one's going, because that shows your level of dedication and commitment. Because sometimes, life happens. Enrique got a big shoot. He's got to go be a director, and that's it. It was over for him. Let me get to Matt in Texas. What up, Matt?
Yo, what up? Good morning.
Good morning.
I finally got to hear Ahmed's voice, boy.
Yo, 6'4", B, 190. How tall are you?
I know that's I'm 5'10" and a half, 5'11" in these boxing shoes.
And what's your level of experience? You novice like him?
Yeah, novice, no ring experience whatsoever. I mean, we don't really got no boxing gyms or nothing like that around here. You know what I'm saying? So it's boxing is not even the closest thing to boxing around here. Probably in probably in Midland, about an hour or something away, or in another state or something.
Damn. So what were you training in the backyard?
Well, we do all our mitts and stuff. We hit all that stuff in the driveway. We hit all our boxing work in safe zones, inside somewhere where it's a decent solid floor. I've been trying hard to find a ring somewhere, but there ain't nothing around here nowhere, man.
So wait, so you never stepped in the ring then?
No, sir.
Oh shit, Matt. I mean, look, it's not no big difference. I know some people, and you hear some fighters say, "Nah, man, the ring is too spongy, it's too sticky." Man, that's like when I read reviews on hotels and people complaining, to each his own, but I think that if you've been on one gym floor, you've been on them all. It's not a huge difference, I've been in
I would say the only problem though, it would be better if you were on grass, not grass, long ass grass, but some short kind of spongy grass, because that's the only problem is when you find a mat that's real spongy, it can take your legs out quick, especially because I would not spar, but I would get target mitts in the driveway too at a lot when I was just getting workouts in, and it's a lot different when you step in that spongy ring.
That's a Texas thing, because the Texas boys before him also got all their work until we clowned them so much that they started going to gyms, but all their sparring was in the park. All their sparring park or the their front lawn. We bro, you need to get in the ring. But Matt, hearing this guy talk that greasy, does it give you butterflies? That I go see that? Because I swear to God, for me, it's like that. When my competition talking, I get those butterflies. Even though I'm not scared, I still get butterflies. Hearing him talk as greasy was talking, knowing he's 190.
It's they know something you don't.
I heard him, which is what made it great, because he wanted 190. I said, cool. And then it's just hearing him talk. Yeah, it get, as we get closer, it gives me butterflies, but that's just because of because my brother asked me the same questions. That's kind of when I was a kid, we're getting ready for that first game of anything, or we're getting ready to head out there, and then I know once I get out there and once it gets in there and once that bell rings, it's gonna flow like water.
So since you never stepped in the ring, you haven't tried on the headgear yet, right?
No, I've tried on the headgear. I've tried everything on, put everything on there, on all that.
You got to get, you're going to have to spar with your brother, man. It's getting late, bro. You got
What if you can't take a punch?
I've been working with my homeboy. He's 6'2", 6'3".
Okay.
And he about 200 something pounds. I'm working with heavyweights over here.
Okay. So listen,
So So handling with these big boys ain't gonna be no problem. 196.4 ain't gonna be no problem. Trees fall the same way. They just hit a different style on the floor.
All right, but this is the only difference,
They got a different third tone.
This is the only difference, bro. Your boy ain't trying to knock you out. This guy's gonna try and knock you out. As much as these guys act like they friend Mero, you watch some of them film, everybody trying to take everybody's head off. So you gotta turn up the level. Tell whoever's 6'2", start trying to take your head off, because that's what it's gonna be like. And you need that adrenaline. You need that adrenaline rush.
Oh, I know. That's what we've been working on here these past couple of weeks, man.
Well, all right, Matt, man. So I mean, let me ask you some things. Obviously, who'd you not model, but like, what's your favorite fighter? Let's start there.
My favorite fighter personally is Vasyl Lomachenko. I caught Lomachenko caught my eye off his first fight, and I started looking up his World Series of boxing, and that's when I started getting into him.
So, I mean, it's gonna be difficult to mimic a Vasyl Lomachenko style, though. How are you gonna mimic that in the ring?
I know. I mean, that's not gonna be my fighter to mimic, man. That's part of the game plan.
So, I mean, what do you think? I mean, for me, I'm thinking, bro, this guy's 6'4". You got to get up under that reach, up under them arms, and beat to the body. Is that the obvious game plan, or do you see something else that you can do?
It's one of the more obvious game plans too. I've watched his footage that he's seen. He's coming in real good. He's real tall and lanky, but he's giving his height away at the first go. He's gonna come in crouching.
Well, all right, man. I don't want you to give away too much. I'm gonna move on.
But here's the thing, right quick though, dog.
Go ahead.
I heard him talk his stuff. I heard the words he say. I'm gonna just quote Golovkin and say, "Are you serious?"
Yo, that confidence, man. That confidence.
Are you serious?
All y'all niggas confident. Somebody got to lose.
Serious? You're serious?
Javi.
Yo, let me tell you something, man. That's a beautiful thing, that confidence. And you really do need it.
Sometimes you be overconfident. I know you got to have confidence.
Right.
Sometimes you be a little overconfident.
Yeah, but all right. Explain to me how overconfident looks.
No, I'm saying, all right. So how Matt just said, what's his name? What's the dude name he just talked? Matt, right?
Yeah, that was Matt, and he's fighting Matt.
So how he just said, I've been sparring in my garage and shit, and I fought a dude who's 6'2" and all that. I mean, that's cool. You saying you sparring heavyweights, but are you really sparring them if you ain't been in the ring and shit? Like y'all just hitting in the garage and
no.
Exactly. So I'm saying the other dude, he been actually in the gym, in the boxing ring.
No, what I'm trying to say is this: look, yes, something could be taken away from the sparring not being done in the ring, but I don't think enough is taken away. Like, it's still sparring. Like Cruz and Marvin and Koala from Texas, they was fucking killing each other in the park.
But how often is he doing this? Is the question.
Yes, and those are all questions that, you know, might never really get answered until after the fight is where the truth comes out. And it's like, man, I should have did this. Yeah. Maybe, it was tough. I have a kid. I work nights, I
don't want to hear all those excuses after now. Don't hit me with I had a kid.
Because that's part of this. Because as boxing fans, we think it's easy. Yeah. We think it's easy. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm listening to them. And it's like, damn, I was like that. And then I went in there with my nightmare, motherfucker. So you'll never know when your nightmare is coming. That's all I'm saying. Let me get out to Anthony, who does know when his fucking nightmare is coming.
Stop it.
Good morning,
Mario. Hey, what's up, man? They doing you wrong over here, man.
What up? Yeah, I just checked in late. I completely forgot it was a show. I'm laid up and shit, get my rest in from last night's workout. Who y'all have on? What y'all was talking about?
Hey, Ant, you know who it is. It's Bama in the building. Javi, man, I got you. Now your opponent here, he want to give you that work.
Hey, bro, Ant, I'm telling you, he already jinxed you. He already jinxed you because he's betting on you. So I mean, shit, you might want to talk him out of that bet because
I never said I was betting. I ain't
that
betting
motherfucker.
On none of y'all motherfuckers. I don't trust none of y'all. Nigga
That
might blow a
motherfucker could bet AJ against Donaire and lose.
I'm done with you, bro. Y'all some
You
haters.
cursed. You cursed, bro.
I'd say it's a safe bet to bet. I mean, the real question is Mocha Latte Nescafe. Who you betting on? Where's your money at?
Who I'm betting? Why you worried about me? Why you worried about me? That's your problem right there.
He don't want to hurt your He don't want to hurt Mario feelings over there. He's slick. I saw his eyes. His eyes cut over in Mario's picture
skin,
when he
bro.
said it.
I got thick ass skin. Anybody could bet on anybody. It ain't gonna hurt my feelings.
Bro,
just don't hurt feelings when that money get gone.
Yo, I'm just curious because Cafe claims that I'm gonna get pounded. So I mean, if you know I'm gonna get pounded, I'm just curious where your money going.
I'm waiting for the betting line like everybody else.
You know who the plus. Stop it. You know who the plus and you know who the minus, man. Tell us who you got. Stop ducking the question, man.
He don't want to say because he wants to get that line down.
I don't know because a lot of
So you
people
make that
are
money.
impressed. A lot of people are impressed by Mario. I seen people in the chat today, and this is not a lie, saying Mario got Mike. I seen people in the chat today saying Mario got Mike Tyson legs. So
are you impressed?
It's up to the betting line.
Oh, I asked, are you impressed? That was a simple question.
The bookie seen Anthony fucking
We talking about the bookie. We not talking about the bookie. We talking about Nestor.
Him with the mouthpiece out his mouth. The bookie seen that. They seen that. So we gotta wait.
I was just asking what Nestor Diamonds thought about Mario videos.
Beating the odds with TBV.
That's ducking like a Nestor. You the Eddie Hearn. You the Eddie Hearn. You see that Eddie Hearn right there?
He gotta be.
Ness been learning. He been learning from Eddie.
Quack is all I hear.
Patreon.
Yo, and
quack is all I hear.
And what weight you at right now?
He don't believe in you, Mario. Huh?
What weight you at right now?
About 180, 179.
Oh shit!
Okay.
Jay
I didn't
Hardcore
think I was
said.
gonna make the weight.
Jay Hardcore said he looking for an opponent. Yo, good fight for him would be Alex Lemon.
No. He's way bigger than him.
He's bigger.
Alex Lemon, ain't he the same dude who fought Info Joe?
You know what? Yeah, Jay is like a heavyweight, right? I did meet him in Philly. You is big as hell, Jay. You big as hell.
He'll kill Info.
He'll
kill Alex Lemon.
Let me ask Ann a question real quick. And how much did you weigh in that first fight?
We had to weigh in. We had to weigh in.
178.
Yeah, that was you at 178
with no shirt on.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. You look thick. You look bigger in that fight than you do now.
You changed what you was about to say, nigga. I heard. I saw you.
I probably am. The thing is, I spent 5 months getting ready for it, so I was jacked. I mean, it wasn't anything more I could do to get physically ready. But this one, I mean, I'm just kind of climbing off the couch. Like, it's probably better for me to be slimmer, so it's easy to get to the weight.
Hey, look, that ain't even a problem. You ain't even got to worry because listen, I and this isn't an excuse at all right? Because if you beat me, ain't got no excuses. That's fine. But I'm just telling you, I've been powerlifting the last 2 years. I've been in the gym. I mean, there's a level of fitness to that, but not boxing at all.
What you trying to say? That you in shape?
That ain't gonna help.
No, I'm trying to say.
I want you to know.
Hold on, real quick.
I want you to know, and everybody else listening, just because you've been working out for the last 2 years, going to LA Fitness or whatever equivalent goals gym you got, that ain't got nothing to do with boxing.
And I'm trying to tell you that you're absolutely right. What I'm trying to say is I've been going 100 miles per hour in the opposite direction. I had to pump the brakes, slam on that motherfucker, hit the reverse, and drive all the way back.
Niggas copping, please. Niggas copping, please.
What did I just say? I said, hey, baby, that's the man. But I'm telling you right now, I'm going to use that to my advantage too, because there are some advantages to that. I'm just telling you. Me and my coach watch Ant's fight. Like, me and my coach been watching Ant's fight probably like about 5 or 6 times by now.
Yo, I thought this was Ant call, man. All I've been hearing is,
oh my bad. I've been asking a question. I'm trying to interview
Mario scouting.
I mean, I've been lifting a lot of weights too, but back then I did. But now, once I started Border Wars the first time, I haven't lifted weights since. So every now and then I'll do something with my legs to work on balance, but for the most part, I don't even lift weights no more because generally you don't, unless you're trying to get bigger. But
yeah, for the most part, I mean, it's really about that fluid motion that you really need to get the flexibility and, I mean, calisthenics. I mean, really, I mean, some push-ups. And
Well, you got that natural size, so I mean, I got to do something to.
Yo, stop stroking this nigga, man. The betting line.
I say he got the size on me. Ain't nobody stroking nobody's.
Yo, Mario, hey,
that's
man.
like me saying that man got brown eyes. Like
Mario tried to stop himself earlier. Mario's finna call Ant thick. I heard that nigga. He said,
I said he would.
He said, he big.
I say you look bigger back then, thick or whatever. I mean, it don't matter. Whatever.
Yo,
Stop yourself and say thick.
Fan.
This motherfucking Javi a thesaurus and shit.
Listen, every time you open your mouth, the betting lines drop. Every time I talk, they get even. Stop, B. Stop. You wailing right now. You every time it's like,
where you betting at?
It's like, yo, Ant, every time you turn to the left in the sun, you look just like Wesley Snipes. Come on, bro.
And Blade. We talking about in Blade, Wesley Snipes too. Wesley and Blade, nigga. Wesley was a ox in Blade.
Yo, don't worry about where I'm putting my money.
And these motherfuckers talking a lot of shit for two people that don't got fights coming up. I'm just saying.
Hey man,
Hey,
worry about your fight.
Hey, Mario, somebody gonna definitely fight me when that IBO come, because I'm gonna make myself unified.
Man, that's some bullshit. You heard it, bro. Yo, that's so fucked up. Yo.
Hey, have you started training yet?
Nah, man.
Hey, have you started training yet?
I've been working hard, man.
Yeah, keep training, bro. Keep training, because it really takes months to really change over that type of shape. Like,
look, I need a gym though. That's my problem. I ain't got no boxing gym near me. The closest gym is like an hour and a half away.
Damn.
Oh shit.
Yo, but I thought Deontay said everybody was laughing at him in Birmingham because ain't no gyms from Tuscaloosa and all the gyms from Birmingham.
That's what I'm saying. Birmingham like an hour and a half away from me.
Oh wow, I thought you was in Birmingham. Where you at?
I'm in Montgomery.
And how far you are from Bo?
From Bo and the Bo stay in Tennessee.
Oh damn.
Yeah, so I know.
Yeah, Montgomery a grip up and down there.
Boxing gyms in Montgomery.
Hey, man.
All we do is shoot. We shoot down there.
I'm out because I know everything about you. I really can't interview you, and Mario ain't interviewing. He just fucking stroking your ego.
Nah, and I got you, bro. I got an interview for you right now.
Interview
nobody stroking.
And let them know where you from, and let them know about your background, and let them know.
Hold on. Actually, and since you've already done it, tell some of these guys listening. Tell us like the differences now in your training camp from that first training camp and now this one. What have you changed? What have you learned that works better that you either are doing more of or less of from that first one?
The biggest change, aside from physical, would be the mental. Like, you get in there, like after the first time, it's like, fuck, I'm a veteran now. I know exactly what to do. I know exactly what not to do. When you hit the ground, when you start doing your workouts, you hit them 100 miles an hour. You know which ones to do. Once you get into like ring and spar more, I probably sparred the same amount that I sparred in these last 5 weeks. I probably sparred the same amount that I did in the 5 months leading up to the last one I was in. So that shit is important. Just
so you did a crash
just not
course.
Necessarily to get the. Yeah, like I mean, just not necessarily to like I need to know how to beat somebody up. It's just one of those things like, how do my legs feel when I'm in the stance for 3 minutes at a time? Like, and then you get a feel for how to strengthen your legs and what you do when you're not in the ring to strengthen those legs. Like it makes a big difference. And so when you get in there and you dancing around, like, you know how it feels, you know how much time it takes to recover, you know what not to do and how not to exert yourself, like, and you can relax that second time around. So sparring just really helps to relax you, like, you know, all the time. Like you can turn it up, you can turn it down, you can work on things, like, and you know that's probably the biggest thing. Like and like as far as the workouts, like I just hit the ground running as soon as I came. The first day I went back to the gym, I just hopped in and started sparring. You know, so it's a lot of pros and shit.
That's
in
crazy, yo. Because Doomy was
gym.
telling me that the other day. He like, come on, man, let's go. I'm like, hell no, I can't spar. He like, bro, I bet you got 2 rounds in you. I'm like, hell no.
Yeah, because that's all I had in me that first time. I got in there, I started sparring my one dude. He about to turn pro, I think in a couple of months. And I'm sparring here. That motherfucker hit hard. I think he turned 47. But yeah, I mean, some of those motherfuckers hit hard, and it's just like, I know, like the sparring I got last time, like one of my dudes, he hit harder in sparring than I got hit fighting Eric Garcia. So Eric Garcia hit pretty hard, but it was just like, oh, I felt that before. Like I got hit to the point where it was like, oh shit, time out my bell run. But like getting knocked off balance, that ain't gonna do nothing to you. Just know how to bounce up, get back to where you go, and get ready to throw. Like,
I got a question.
That's probably the biggest difference. Like,
I got another one for you, right? So, like, take us back to the first time, because I don't even remember. We know each other so long now. I don't know when we, I smoked, so I don't remember when we actually met. So, like, what made you actually do it? Like, what said, fuck, I'm going to sign up. I'm going to go hang out with these guys. I'm going to trust these guys. Because I know there's got to be some level of trust for a stranger or strangers.
Yeah, it was a level of, like, that's one of the reasons why I was so nervous, because the first thing I was thinking, like, damn, this shit sounds fun. Border war. All these motherfuckers there fight. Man, that's the exact type of shit I would love to do. Like, I'd love to go box, but I can't beat nobody with 100 amateur fights. Shit, much less somebody with 10 amateur fights. So, these people on my level, damn, like, I'm out of shape high key, because when I first started, I was pushing 200 pounds. I was like 195. And so I'm like, you know what? This is my favorite podcast. This shit sounds so fun. The shit talking is getting me excited. That's really the only thing that gets me off the couch. When somebody starts talking that shit, I'm like, all right, bruh, fuck it. So I'm like,
now that you're talking, I remember, I think you sent me a video on Skype. Damn, bro, you was pushing 200. You still looked at yoke. I remember your intro video. You had a tank top on. I was telling niggas like, damn, this nigga big as Yo, that's funny. I remember now. I remember that video, yo. He had bad light too. It was bad light, but you was yoked up. Damn, and you was out of shape. Wow, I didn't know you was that high.
I mean, because I was in more like football shape. You know what I'm saying? If we going to play something, we about to go play football or maybe basketball or something. You know what I'm saying? So and that's a completely different kind of shape than boxing shape. I mean, the closest sport that you could probably get to it is really, you just have to merge 2 sports. I mean, you got to get used to maybe soccer or basketball. Like with basketball, you get a lot of the foot movement and some of the hand movements, and you tend to stay lean when you're playing basketball. So that and
all a high-paced sport.
Running, yeah, just one of those things where it's a lot of change of directions and you got to use your hands a lot. But really is no sport physically that can compare to it. So if you used to playing 2 different ones, that'll help you a lot better, like soccer, basketball, shit where you really got to move. Like, so shit like that really helps, you know.
And
what for me, like just being.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, like, what sort of advice would you give somebody on the fence, that want to sign up but is hesitant?
Man, it's one of the funnest things I ever did in my life. Like, got to meet people that I still like today. You know what I'm saying? Got to put faces to names. I went to LA for the first time. Had a great motherfucking time. It was fun to watch. It was fun to be there. Like, you learn a new respect for the people that you criticize in the ring. Like, I mean, you can say like, oh, this guy's a bum. Why can't he do this? Well, go ahead and step in and then show me how easy it is for you to just do what you just told somebody else to do while somebody's trying to take your head off. It's different. Like, and it's an experience I think like any boxing fan should at least hop in the ring one time to see what it's really like, because it's not what you think it is. It's not street fighting. Like, it's completely different. And
it ain't. Even though if you fought in the street, that can help you with like confidence, I guess.
Absolutely, because 9 times out of 10, if you get in a street fight, the motherfuckers ain't never stepped in the ring in their life. You need one punch.
Hey,
You need one punch to change their life. Right?
Tell me why J. Carr hardcore said, cut it. Y'all finna make Mario quit.
Though, I'll say, though, I think the opposite, though. I think the opposite, though, because I've been in street fights after I started training, and it did help me. Motherfuckers will swing wide as shit. If you're the first person, the only person throw straight, that helps.
And not only that, after you in the ring, you could see street fight punches way better.
Oh yeah,
way better. Once you start doing pad work, that's when you can start seeing punches because you're getting used to hand-eye coordination.
You know what else too? He said one of the first things he wanted to check was his legs and how if they could stay in a stance for that long. Yo, that was the biggest wake-up call. Not wake-up call. That was like the biggest fuck up that I had when I started. I thought, yo, man, I've been squatting. My legs are so good. Like, that's going to be the last thing I got to worry about. I got to worry about my core. I got to worry about my cardio, my punching, everything. Yo, fuck that. It don't matter how much you squat. It is nothing like staying in a boxing stance for 3 minutes, even 2 minutes. That shit was fucking tough on my legs.
I never found it tough on my legs. I found it tough on my arms. Keeping your hands up. Like not scooping water, throwing that jab and that arm not going to your knee, not hitting your thigh, not hitting your waist, but coming back up to your chin. Whoa. That's what I'm saying.
That's a good point.
At this level, there's little things you can do to get the win. You don't need to be Mayweather at this level. That is huge. Keeping your hand up. We watched Ant's fight. His hands is down. But he's athletic as fuck. He putting them down.
We looking for the same shit in Mario because everybody keep putting it in the chat. Mario, keep your hand up when you throw in the right. They say Mario, you leave that hand down when you throw.
They're not wrong, yo. That helped too because I've seen so many people say that.
You wind up that left uppercut that you do because you shovel out like you might. I don't know. I think you pivot then hook.
Yeah,
uppercut. My nigga, that shit is so wide. Ant is a southpaw. As a southpaw, he could right hook the shit out you.
And that's the problem is, man, I have not been able to get no southpaws. That's another thing. But look, I'm not worried. I'm good. Yo, like Ant said, yo, I did my best. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, Cruz said it's hard on your legs when you have big legs. I feel your pain, Mario.
Yeah, for real. That's exactly what it is. He's right.
I got a question. So if I'm just when you ever notice, like, all right, so naturally in a street fight, like I feel like I'm a southpaw naturally because like I don't know why. Maybe it's just because I want to lead with my right. Or something.
Everybody's a southpaw that's a right-handed in the street because you confident. You want to lead with the power hand because you know you. Because in a street fight, that's what it is. Normally in a street fight, it's whoever land first. It's more like, yo, what you say? You know what I'm saying? Unless it's back in the day where you're all like chest to chest and then you still get hooked. But in a real fight, you can't
right back because you can get more power on and all that. Yeah.
Allegedly, because there are people like Andre Ward, right? That he fought southpaw, right? Because he was right-handed.
Well, Miguel Cotto fought orthodox, but he was a southpaw, so his strong hand was.
All right, so I'm gonna just retract my Andre Ward, but I'm gonna tell you this: if we do research, let Ron do it. I ain't got time for it, but if you do research, there are fighters who chose to put their power hand first. And this is another reason. Like if you want, let's say you're more of a boxer, your mentality, you don't even know if you got power, but in your mind, you like boxers. So that's another thing that can naturally gravitate you to being a southpaw if you're a right-hander, so you could pump the jab a lot and be on your toes. You know what I'm saying? But if you a power dude, you might want to switch it. I had to switch. I was like you, like until I stepped in that ring and the coach moved me, and I'm like, and I went through this whole thing like, bro, but there's so many people that fight southpaw that's a right-hander. He like, bro, just switch it. Let's see how you feel. And that's why I say it's important to have a coach, man. It is important to have a coach because you want to be told when you're doing something wrong, man. But they switch you, but there are people that leave it in the front. So it's totally up to you, man. It's totally up to you.
Okay, I'm just asking. You know, just trying to learn a little something while I'm here.
We going out to Noah in LA. What up, homie?
What's cracking with it, man?
Another
I'm in
day.
the bay.
You said what? You in the
That's
gym?
510, man. That's a bay. No, I'm in the bay. I'm in the bay. That's
Oh.
a 510 area code. But man, I love, man, just like I think I love these days better than I do actual topics, because this is actually us sitting down. Like, it just feel like I'm sitting down with my folks, just chopping it up about boxing, just the actual sport of boxing, the craft. And Mario, I got a few pointers if you would listen. What you might want to do, brother, because like you've never fought before, right? This your first time in the ring?
Mario, I think
Hello?
he stepped away.
Pretty sure.
All right. Well, anyway, he could listen to it. He could hear it.
Yeah.
If
I
it's
want
your
to hear
first
it.
time, one of the main things you want to do is you want to just practice on keeping yourself calm. Because what happens is, like, when you finna fight, like, your adrenaline rushes, and what happens is you just be like, and in 30 seconds you're done. You're
Bro,
done.
that's the
Just
hardest thing, though. Yo, listen to me, Noah.
No, that comes with
I don't think there's
that comes with-
anything that can teach you that except sparring and sparring and sparring.
Yeah, and that's what I'm trying to say. So, and two things is the way my dad broke me of that habit is he made me throw punches underwater, right, for 30 seconds. Now, what happens when you throw punches underwater, like when you want to get to 100 punches in 30 seconds, like that was our goal, and that's pretty, like, it's not really attainable, but it's like an idea. You want to move so fast. So when you're underwater, what it does is it focuses you to stay calm, but you still move fast, but you don't be like, it takes that away. It calms you while you exercise, because you know that when you move fast, you run out of water, you run out of air faster. You won't make it the whole 30 seconds. So that's an exercise that can help break that. Two, I don't give a fuck what you're doing, Mario. If you're not sparring, you're not going to be ready. Nothing prepares you for fighting like fighting. Because like I said, I haven't fought since I was like 13 years old, 14 years old. I'm 36. Yeah, I mean, that's 23 years since I stepped in there. But I tell you what, the truth is that ever since I fought, I realized two things. Like, I used to whoop everybody's ass after that. Before that, I used to, it's whatever. You don't know what you're doing. Turn into a wrestling match. But after that, like you said, you could see punches. And I realized something. I'm only like 195 pounds right now. But I don't get my ass whooped, folks. And I ain't trying to say that like by nothing, but it's like, it's hard to hit me. You just know angles. And you realize that I ain't afraid of nobody, because the average motherfucker fight. And that's the truth. You can't fight. You think you can.
Yeah.
But you can't fight.
That's so true.
Damn, Noah, hold on. I got a question. Nigga, you just be walking up on people fighting? Because you sound like you got about 50 fights in your belt. Noah sound like he just walking up on niggas putting hands on people for no reason.
I fight. I mean, I'm a grown ass man now. And, from being sued and going through, all kind of bullshit, from anger management to all kind of shit. You understand that? Because people like to talk shit, but they don't like to suffer repercussions.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like a gang of bitches. It's a gang of bitches.
A lot of
like,
people
you want
in
to
this
talk
world.
that shit. But, dog, like, trust me, I just got my hair pulled out by this nigga. Like, yeah, this nigga pulled my hair out, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's talking that shit, and then you get into the lock, and we start fighting, and it's like, yeah. Because after that first little swing, and I tag your ass one time for real, just a jab. But just when you put bone to bone, no glove, you just put bone to bone, put your hand in his mouth, you'll bust his lip real easy, and it's like crack. You don't got to put a lot of force behind it. You got to actually punch harder when it's in gloves. But when you're in the street, man, just toss it out there, man. Just toss it out there with accuracy.
This nigga Noah,
let him run right into
a street fight expert, nigga.
Yo, Noah, man.
A real fight expert.
Yo. We gonna have to be careful. You a ringer. He talking about he's signing up to the next border.
I'm not fucking with Noah. This nigga sound like he goddamn nigga. If I lose, I'm pulling the blade out.
Just started running the other day. I almost died. My lungs almost burnt off, and they almost killed me. This is water shit, but like, I got to do it though, because it's so beautiful, bro. I didn't cut back on smoking. Just that whole experience. Just let me get my ass up, and oh my god, it's because it's totally different. It's totally different. I was boxing with my nephew. Maybe like just 2-minute rounds. I went 2 rounds before my legs start to go, bro. Like, I start to feel it. My legs got heavy, and it's like, all right, But you could poker face people, and there's a lot of things you could do in there. You got to understand, Mario, like if you get tired, it's a gang of things you could do. Just control space. Just control space. He takes a step forward, take a step backwards. As soon as he takes a step forward, take a step backwards. Keep that same space. It's not about getting way far and being, wait, no. All you need to be is like 1.5 feet, 2 feet away from him, because that space buys you time to adjust. You can see the punch from further. So you just got to know what it is. Don't let him crowd you. You got to understand what it is. You got to understand how to turn somebody. These are things that you got to, bro.
I feel you know.
Getting knocked out. Man.
Appreciate that, man. I appreciate that.
Not knocked out, but you're getting beat. So just know that, man. Know that you got to turn it. Know these things. Know your angles. Know what an angle is. Understand this. Get on YouTube. It ain't hard. But these are things that you need to understand. Just understand angles. Understand what do you mean. What does he throw? Does he throw a lot of hooks? And these are things that you'll figure out in 20 seconds, 40 seconds in a ring with somebody. You'll feel it. You'll feel it. Where it's at. What does his jab feel like? What does it feel like?
And kept it simple. He was a 1-2 guy, and occasionally he mixed up a hook. He was a 1-2 guy, though. Very effective with the 1-2 though.
And almost knocked the shoes off with that knockdown.
But you can't think that that's the same Ant. That was Ant a year ago or whatever at the last Border Wars. I'm almost positive by now he's added something. So you got to assume that he's 10 times that fighter. That's what you're preparing for. You got to expect that he's a pro.
Well, I mean, he's gonna have something because it's his second time, and he like we just talked to him, so he knows what to do different and things like that. But it is a shorter amount of time for preparation for Ant.
I'm talking to Mario like I'm Mario's trainer.
No, I hear you.
This is the mindset that Mario has to go in there with. If Mario goes in there with any type of, you cheated yourself. You cheated yourself, and if you lose, those are going to be your regrets. I promise you. I was 22-2, and the reason I stopped boxing is because I started playing football, and it was just too much. It's like losing the weight that's the hardest part of boxing is when because I'm like 6 foot, 6'1", so it's like, and I was fighting at 47 and then 54. We're just talking POW and Golden Glove tournaments and stuff like that. So it's like once I start playing football, you just get bigger, and it's like. Making 54 was like it's this 7 pounds, but I'm not a big dude. I'm a skinny dude anyway. So it's like you just hit puberty, you start getting some muscles, and it's like that shit was hell, man.
You ain't got to wait to lose.
And I was like, I'm cool. Plus, you know what I mean? You win these little
I gotta cut you, baby. We got a couple of other fighters on the line. Let me get to them. Marvin the Tank Freeman in Texas going to be taking on Aaron Cantu in a rematch from Border Wars 3 in Los Angeles. We seen the bloody pics, man. You bloody, your spawn partner's bloody. Y'all putting it in over there?
What's up, fellas? Good morning. Good morning.
What up?
Man, yeah, man. We had a good sparring session yesterday with Cruz. We did about I think it was 5 rounds at 2 minutes a round. And we was going at it for some reason. I don't know why, but yeah, we was exchanging some leather yesterday. But yeah, man, training camp is good. I had a 2-a-day yesterday. Hopefully get to go to the gym today. But yeah, training camp's been good. I'm excited. 2 weeks away. I'll be ready.
90 seconds. What would you say are some of the differences in your training camp to this one and the first one?
I would say probably just the experiencing a ring will probably be the biggest thing. Probably doing a little more sparring. Border Wars 2. Me and Eric would do more sparring like in the park.
60 seconds.
I guess kind of getting that feel for that ring, how it feels, how bouncy it is, all that stuff. I'd say that might be the biggest difference.
And what was your decision? Like, what made you join Border Wars the first time? Because you weren't a caller of the show or anything like that. I don't know if you were a listener. I mean, but tell anybody listening your story. Yeah,
so Eric is the one that put me on. when he was training for Border Wars 1, he told me about it. So me being a boxing fan, I was interested, and he told me, how everything went. So I signed up, I signed up to Patreon
10 seconds.
started listening to the Boxing Boys, and it was interesting. So when I got the opportunity to join Border Wars, I took it, and yeah, man, it's one of the best decisions I ever made, man. It's been great.
What was the hardest thing in making that decision? Whether it was, discussing it with your wife, because obviously Border Wars isn't something that you tell your wife, hey, I'll be back. I'm going to the gym for 3 hours. You got to take a trip. You got to convince your lady that you're going to be with guys and you're going to do this all guy thing. So was that easy?
Right. Yeah, I mean, especially your wife, wanting you to be safe and, trying to take care of you. She wasn't really all for it. But, once you explain to her, what it's all about, the biggest thing is you having that lifestyle change and losing the weight and, just having fun. She was for it. It is hard because, in my situation, I got a little baby. So, Border Wars 2, I was kind of on the fence because it was join Border Wars or miss my baby being born because she was, only a couple weeks away. So, this time around is in my hometown. So, it worked out perfect.
So you're actually training in the ring that we're going to be competing in, right?
Yeah. Sweat.
What's it like, man? What's it like? Tell us, give us some feedback on it.
Dimensions. How big is it? I think I'm gonna bring my fucking equipment just to shake the bones with somebody.
I already asked you for that, Ness.
Definitely bigger.
So then it's on,
It's
chump.
definitely bigger than Border Wars.
I'll be there.
You're gonna learn this guy's gonna learn a lesson that it's a total, and it's funny because he really think he could just get in there and spar.
Is it bouncy, Marvin?
Nah, actually, we were talking about that yesterday with Cruz. Is not as bouncy as or I guess I would try to compare it to the Border Wars 2 one. It's not really bouncy. It's kind of cushiony.
Got it. Yeah, I don't like that. How tight are the ropes? Are they pretty tight?
No. One question for me: how much bigger is it from the fucking LA ring?
Oh, it's bigger. It's bigger. Definitely bigger.
Is it anything like the Texas ring that y'all took me to with the red floor? Is it that big?
It might be pretty close.
Okay.
Maybe
that was a big ring.
Maybe a little smaller. Yeah, maybe a little smaller, but because it's kind of stuck in the corner, so it's kind of hard to tell. But yeah, it's probably about that size.
Well, you work with fucking trucks and sizes. I mean, would you say is a 15, 14, 18, 24 inch? Footer?
Oh shit. I don't know. Next time I'm up there, I'll take my measuring tape. I'll measure.
Yo, how tight are those ropes? Are they pretty tight? Are they kind of loose?
Yeah. Do you lean on them with Cruz? Did he work you on the ropes? Did you work him on the ropes?
We did a little bit yesterday.
Yeah,
they're not too tight.
Yo, I gotta say this.
Okay.
Eric Cruz said, "My wife is sick and tired of me going to the gym and being on a diet, bro." What?
Nah, I've been with women like that. Like it's not anything like bad or like they get mad or nothing. It's just more of that like occupying your time versus the time that you occupy with them. But
right.
Yeah, but you didn't have no problems with that, Marvin. Huh?
If you think about it, me and my girl, we've been together for nine years, and we're used to just going out to eat, going out to restaurants, eating whatever we want. So right now that I'm trying to cut this weight, I'm on a diet. She kind of got to be on a diet too, because it's whatever we got at the house is what we eat, and there's not gonna be no junk food. So Yeah, they
I
can
feel
play
that.
that too
The
eventually.
man of the house. I like it.
But yeah, I want to make a comment. Everybody's talking um about gassing out and going in full throttle the first round, man. I definitely experienced that in my first fight. You can also see it in the film. Man, once you get in that ring, man, and you see that other dude coming for you, it's you trying to chop his head off, man. And the energy it's there, but yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. You definitely gas out. You definitely gas out. If you're not smart about it, you'll gas out.
Yeah, man. That is the most difficult part, man. The most difficult part. But listen, Tank, thanks for calling in. I'm gonna get out to the manager and trainer of Matt. I think it's Machine Gun Matt, right? I'm not sure. We'll let him introduce it. But Joseph, what's going on?
Yes, sir. I'm the manager slash trainer slash, and I'm putting on my promoter's hat. And I want to formally extend this offer to Javier online. My guy will be in Dallas too. If we could get terms met, and you could do the initial face-off there in Dallas.
What guy?
He's
What's
gonna be
going
with him.
on? What going on? You
What is we
want another
talking about?
fighter? Yeah. What are you talking about?
I got a 6'3" heavyweight, 6'3", 275. He's novice, and he said he's heard Javi say no wants to fight him. He's willing to take the shot at the next Border Wars.
In June?
So I'm sending the offer.
Shit, I ain't scared, bro. Tell the nigga I'll sign that shit tomorrow. I don't give a fuck.
I'm saying we can meet terms. We can meet the terms.
Hey, this all my terms.
No. I like the way Joseph is coming. He's very professional. He said we can meet the terms and then do the face-off in
Joe,
Dallas.
I'll tell you the terms right now. Joe, all you gotta do is tell me when, where, and just I mean shit. I don't care.
That's it. Well, you know when and where. In June.
June 1st, I ain't looking for nothing crazy. I ain't asking you to lose weight. I ain't asking you to gain weight. Come in how you feel like coming in.
Well, you
all right, so that's what I'm saying. We can get that.
You a heavyweight.
We can do
That's
that in
up
the
to
gym in
you.
Dallas. Have that initial face-off.
Nah, Ness, remember you had a heavyweight who was requesting people. I don't want nobody above this weight, below this weight. You had some heavyweight who was tripping. I don't know who it was.
Oh man, this season?
Yeah, it was like early. It was like December. He said some shit. I ain't heard nothing about him since.
Maybe Robert Ortiz. He's the only
Yeah, I
dude
remember
like
that guy. I don't remember who he was.
Maybe it's Robert Ortiz.
See, those remember it was somebody who was like, "Hey, if you 245, you gotta be 245 exact, and that's
Yeah,
it."
he was capping weight. Yeah, he was capping weight like at 250.
Yeah,
I don't remember him. I don't even, but he ain't even signed up.
Hey, hold on. How Joe just do that though? I thought Joe said he was gonna fight me in June. How he just deflect that shit and throw another nigga at me? What happened?
Because Joseph is short, so he wants to keep losing weight.
Oh, okay. I see what's going on. All right, that's cool. Bring your homie. Tell your homie I'll be there June 1st. Hey, tell your homie I'll be there June 1st.
Javi. Now I get to interview you as a guy. This is your first time signing up. Did you get butterflies hearing that someone actually wants you?
No. Why would I get butterflies?
I don't know. Because all of a sudden the smoke changed. It's coming your way now.
Niggas want to fight me. Niggas been wanting to fight me all my life.
I don't know. All of a sudden,
bro, Ness, being this big, bro, people always want to try and make an example out of you. I swear. I don't know why.
The other way around. I think being that big, more people don't test you.
No, niggas always try and make an example out of you, bro.
Say this. Let me just say this, Javi. We had been talking to him about Border Wars, and he was more words and didn't want to face Ness, and said, "Let me have something like Javier Easy Work instead."
Oh shit, Javi! They called the old man better than you from the outside looking in.
We tried to get him to volunteer for Ness, and he didn't want to do Ness right now. He said Ness too good.
Oh, I feel good.
He's scared to fight Ness. I'll fight Ness any day. But he think he should fight me. Hey,
yo, listen, Javi, you ain't got a boxing eye. You the same.
Ness, call Wilder. Call Wilder. Tell him I'm coming down to Tuscaloosa, nigga. I'll move in. I'll move into Tuscaloosa. I'll sleep outside in the car, nigga. Tell him I'll be there. I'm gonna hit Dion. I'll be like, Dion, I need to get some work in, man. I'm trying to change my life.
Hey, man. I got you. If you're willing to make that drive, like I got you with the right people that will take care of you, you know. And you ain't even.
I swear. And I'll get some videos, shit, to get a little camp video. You know, Dion be there. I get some videos while I'm there too.
Mm-hmm. I'll get you Big Will number or Coach Cuz. Either one of them will train you.
All right, bet. All right, I'm gonna hit them. I probably could just ask Dion to give it to me, but whatever, you do it.
But yeah, Joseph, bring in the news. So Joseph, what's gonna happen with you? You ready for June?
Yeah, man. Like I said, I still want a UK heavyweight, or somebody at my level. Hopefully, I should be on the weight I'm trying to get to at that point. We're shooting for 265. I would really love to be at 250 by that point, but we're trying to keep it realistic. We're in the gym working. Obviously, we're getting Matt ready for his fight in 2 weeks. Man, you know what? And to be completely honest, man, I'm gonna have to get alone.
Do not underestimate walking, bro. Like, I used to walk like 4 or 5 miles a day, and it'll be intense walking. Like I would go to the mountains and stuff like that, but walking cuts a lot of fat, bro. You can't do no regular walk. You can't do no regular. You gotta intensify, pump your arms, and keep a good. Like I use iWatch, I use the app, so I always knew my pace. You keep a good pace, bro, and you will. The fat melts. It melts.
Bro, hey, but if you hate walking and running and shit, bro. When I was in boot camp, the best thing I know we had to run and shit, but the best thing was when I had to swim. We had swimming. I was like, we was forced to swim because I couldn't swim when I first got there. Bro, I lost in boot camp, I lost 40 pounds. Just from because I swim every day.
Swimming is great because that's a total body workout for sure. Listen, all that is good. The problem is, do you got access to a pool every day?
I mean, usually YMCA's and shit should be.
He in Texas, so he might have a pool in his backyard.
We got a pool at the YMCA here. We can go to every day. And the thing what I need to do is take out a loan and build a damn boxing gym over here, man. 'Cause we don't got nothing close by here.
Man, don't worry, man. That's still one of my dreams
for years. So, but yeah, like I said, we put in the work. We do, and also I do appreciate the tips too on weight loss, guys. Like I said, I'm taking it serious. So any tips I get, I always appreciate them.
Shit, Joe,
Joseph, I'll tell you the truth, man. What will change your life and anyone's life is just the most. Once you learning it, it's a tedious process. But like anything, once you got it, you don't need paper. You know the numbers because food, once you start working out and your body starts looking good, you start looking at food like fuel and not like, oh, I want to eat that burger because you know that burger is not good for you. And you just want to get the energy you need to keep working out, to keep looking good. But the best way is macros. Right. Counting your macros allows you not to change your diet, bro. Like you still can eat everything you want if you count macros. It's a difficult process at first, but it is the truth, man. Like that shit is no joke. It works. If you just Google it, YouTube videos on it, you'll see you don't got to stop eating anything because you counting numbers and numbers don't lie. But listen, I'm going to get on and keep it moving. Thank you for calling in. We're going to go back to the VP. Jose, what up?
Yo, this is a local, man. This is the fighter talking, man. I heard all these guys talking this stuff. The truth is, I am supremely confident for this fight, man.
Man, you better be careful, bro. I mean, last I checked, Ahmed and Matt just entered your division, bro. So those guys talking with crazy confidence. Those guys' statistics are night and day compared to you and Cruz. And Cruz is already leaving that division after he defeats you. He said he's going down to 175. So you got a lot of trouble up there, buddy. You better get on a diet.
I'm gonna stay at 185. I'm comfortable with that weight. It's where I feel strongest. I can get down to 180 and still eat what I want to eat, and I don't really have to struggle to make weight. I feel stronger at this weight. I feel quick. Like I said, man, my advantage is my boxing brain, man. I'm the oldest one of the bunch for these guys, and the truth is, none of these guys have that supreme athletic brain like I do. That's just the truth, man. My pedigree is unmatchable. The sports I've played, the level I've been in. I've been
what sports
in
you play?
The Navy. I've done it all, baby. Dude, I was collegiate level semi-pro soccer player. I was all state wrestling. basketball, volleyball, badminton, tennis, golf, like all these sports, man, high level, man. Every single one. There's not one sport. The only sport, believe it or not, I can't do is hockey, man, because I could never learn to skate. You know, that's the one thing I never.
Yeah, but
I never
Jose,
did
after
learn how to
watching,
do. But
after
outside of
watching, listen, after watching your fight, you know, we watched your fight. You're the main event, so we're treating it as such. We did a film study, and you did do things good, but when you landed those big right hands, they were never clean, like with the fist, right? They were always with the inside of the glove. A lot of your shots are loopy, you know, slappy. Even if you hit Cruz clean, how could you knock him out if you're not turning your shot over?
Because you're not Wilder, you can't do that. So don't talk bad about Wilder no more if you doing it. How about that, Mr. Jose?
The thing is this. No, I never talked bad about Wilder. I think he's an amazing athlete, Wilder is. But what I'm saying is, yeah, there's a couple of things that the sport of boxing humbled me. Just because I am such a great athlete, I always thought any sport I went into I could pick up right away. But boxing is one of those sports that humbles you. It teaches you that it's different from all other sports. It really is. You know, there's really the only sport I could compare it to would be wrestling, because you have that same. It's like a fighting type of sport. But outside of that, man, like boxing is different. You're right. You got to learn how to punch. You got to learn how to move. I've obviously been punching incorrectly. You know, I always thought that you'd gain more leverage by going wider, bigger with the punch. But in fact, it's the opposite, right? The shorter, the quicker the punch, the harder it is, right? So I've learned on that. I'm being more precise with my punches. I approach things a lot differently than most people do when it comes to sports, man. I look at it mechanically first.
You know, the hard thing is that it's hard for me to believe you when you're putting on an act, when you're like trying to promote, because you're always on that. Like, you're our Adrian Broner. It's like, I want to ask you, what are you doing differently? But I don't know if it's going to be the truth. You know, I don't know if it's just going to be what you know.
It's absolutely the truth.
No, I just don't know because I know how your mind works. You know, you're the type of guy that's already said, even in a loss, people are going to want to still fight you. You think you're Broner. Like, you think with losses, you're still valuable. So I don't know if you're going to be telling us the truth.
Here's the thing. I can lose like a million times over, and people are still going to want to see me fight. I am, in that sense, the Broner. But right now, I'm the undefeated Broner. And I'll learn from other people's mistakes, man. I learned what his mistake was. Is he went in and he fought Maidana. This is exactly the same fight, man. This is Broner against Maidana, me versus Cruz. Same thing. You know, but ultimately, he lost because he fought with too much, not even pride. He just fought with too much stubbornness. He wasn't able to exploit his own strength, and was in there doing a game plan that he shouldn't have been doing. And it's not to say that he couldn't beat Maidana toe-to-toe with power. He could have. He's more powerful than Maidana. The problem is he got caught early. He wasn't using what his skills were, man. That's just the truth. I'm going to approach this fight like I said. I said it before, and I'll say it again. I'm going to fight like Canelo did against Triple G. But
you don't got the lateral movement of Canelo, bro. What are you going to do when Cruz is on top of you? Canelo has lateral movement to avoid.
Right now, oh my God! Right now, my what I'm training, what you're saying, what I'm doing differently, is I'm still using, you know, my quickness and my evasion, but I'm not fighting all around the ring. I'm working in a 3-foot square space. So all I do is I move within a tiny spot within the ring, and I feel comfortable in the middle of the ring, and I can still move.
You know what you need to do?
Around, but I
you know what you need to do?
Far.
Listen, you know what you need to do? You need to get an empty tire, and you and your sparring partner put your foot inside the tire,
like Creed 2.
Yeah, we
that's
have
that's
that.
how you work
we
on inside game, because if you want to be like Canelo, that's where you got to be. Canelo is right there, evading your shots laterally. But Jose, I mean, you're a fucking white guy Bolivian from Canada. Tell the world what made you sign up. I know our story is different. You and I go back very, very long, so we already knew each other. But what made you want to get in the ring? Like, I mean, because there's people obviously still on the fence as Border Wars continues to grow. There's still going to be guys that, like Marvin, have to talk to their wife and see is it okay? Like, tell us your story. Well, my story is like a little bit more complex than most, you know, like
I was always like a fighter when I was younger, a lot younger. Like, you know, I'm about to turn 40, right? So I'm talking like, you know, as a teenager, I was always getting into fights, getting into trouble. You know, I got put into military service. You know, I was in the Navy, and while in the Navy, like, you know, my mouth has always been what makes me famous and what gets me in trouble. So everybody always wanted to fight me. When everybody wants to fight you, you always got to be ready to throw, right? So I got challenged all the time, man. Every single company within, like, you know, if I'm sure Javier knows about like armed forces and Navy and whatnot. You have companies and other companies would challenge me. They'd all want to have like their guys beat me up, and every time, man, throw on the gloves in front of like 500-600 people, and it was like death matches, right? And it was the real dog pound, and I loved boxing from there. From there is where my love for boxing came from. And then, you know, I got into trouble when I was in Bolivia. Like, you know, I got caught up in some legal issues that unfortunate shit. You know, I got put in the clank for a bit. And then I just fucking ran away. I escaped Bolivia, you know, came to Canada, made my life here, been a man of good, you know, but always loved boxing, man. Always loved boxing. And when I came back in 99, it's when De La Hoya was at his peak, man. And De La Hoya was my fucking hero, man. Still is to this day. Not a greater boxer in the world. He lost to a bum. Puerto Rican bum robbed him. But whatever. It is what it is. Ever since then, man, I always loved boxing. You know, now, you know, here in a country like Canada, you can't do bad shit. You know, one little fight, you get put in jail. So you know, no fights, nothing like that. But, you know, I just always had that passion for boxing. And then when this kind of came up, it kind of came up as a joke. And then when I did it the first time, I realized it's not a joke. It's the real deal. And I get to do the sport that I love the most. You know, I get to participate in it, be in it. And this is the first time ever that I'm actually going to enjoy it.
Jose,
I'm enjoying these conversations and everything. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, don't.
No. Wait. I got real questions here because Jose is been confusing me. Because Jose went all around the world with this explanation, and the shit starting not to add up. Because Jose, I remember last time you came on last week, you told me you was in the Army. Now you was in the Navy, and you told me some. Oh, now you saying you was.
Remember, he's probably trying to familiarize it with you because he was in the Army in Bolivia. So I'm sure it's called something.
Wait, you was in the Army in Bolivia, then you was in the Navy in Canada. What's going on?
No, we call it the armed forces, right? It's the armed forces. So it's like within the armed forces, I was in the Navy division, and I was in Bolivia, not in Canada, in Bolivia. And in Bolivia, it's fucked up, man. Like, you know, the Navy down there, it's not like it is here. Down there, there's no rules, man. Like, you know, if you do something fucked up, people wake you up at 2 a.m. It's like fucking jail, man.
That's why I'm lost. He was in Bolivia for a while.
No, he's Colombian, bro. He's He's born and raised out there.
No, Bolivian. I'm Bolivian.
Bolivian, yeah. I thought
Bolivian.
So wait, Bolivia's not in Colombia? I'm all fucked up.
No. Bolivia's not in Colombia, man. We're like a big cocaine exporter, but it's a different country.
And I heard that in a rap before. Cocaine straight from Bolivia. I think that was
you know, Bolivia's like the poorest country.
Make you do some trivia.
Of all of South America, it's like the poorest country, man. It's fucked up. So anyway, but still down there, that's the country where you fight all the time, man. Like you're in school, you have to fight every single fucking day of school, right? And I say this not because I'm lying, but because it's the fucking truth. I have never, ever, ever lost a fight in my life. Never, ever, ever. You know, that's why I just can't see it happening now. You know, so I mean, if I lose now,
you bugging now. Now you bugging. Now you bugging. You never lost a fight.
So what would the Bolivians say when they saw you not want to fight after Enrique hit you? What would they say about that?
Oh, my buddies laugh. They call me a big pussy, man. But the other guys know, like a win is a win, man. That's the part of the world I'm from, man. If you win, you win. That's all that matters. It doesn't matter how the fuck you win, man. Dirty, corrupt motherfucker.
It is
do
true.
Whatever you can do to win.
It is true, because right now, Enrique's on the outside looking in, talking about he's scouting, and Jose got the belt. Shit, that Ring Magazine belt used to be Enrique's.
They need to take that shit from him. That shit crazy, bro.
Yo, and this is like Mikey Garcia, man. I am the Mikey Garcia of this fight, man. Overlooked by a stronger man.
This nigga think he Canelo, Mikey Garcia. God damn.
He's everybody.
Mikey Garcia quit. Mikey Garcia quit against Salido. He didn't quit. You know what? Salido was being dirty. he had a legal way out, and it was all official, man, on the up and up. And people can hate on him all they want,
but
but
he
at the end of the day, that was another W in the
like
rearview
4
mirror.
times. He dropped him like 4 times before he left. You ain't did shit to Enrique.
You know what?
just
It
took a
doesn't matter.
DQ.
You know what? And guess what? After the Cruz fight, after I win again, I only have about 3 or 4 more fights I want to do, man. I'm turning 40 like in a month, man. So I'm not going to be fighting forever. You know, I want my big signature fight. You know, I said it's got to be somebody, man. It's got to be a guy like Ant. You know,
You did call me out like 2 days ago, bro.
Picture me in the ring with Javier, man. 6'5", 6'7" against 5'9".
You're gonna gain
You know,
weight
that'll
because
be my greatest fight ever.
if you're not at 201, you ain't getting that fight.
Oh, I can easily make 205, man. Easily. You know? But the thing is, I don't say it to disrespect Javier. I just say it because he can't even touch me. It doesn't matter how big or strong he is, man. You can't catch lightning with your hands, man. You just can't do it.
So you
and
think you're Tyson Fury now? Now you think you Tyson.
You are, man.
He think you
I'll
Tyson
be the
Fury.
guy.
You just told me you had your foot in the tire and you was digging out. Now you don't want to dig it out.
No, they called him Jose Canelo Cesar Chavez
dude.
Garcia.
I'll be 3 feet away from you and you still won't be able to catch me. That's the beauty. I'm not gonna be 10 feet away from you because then I get tired. Because here's the thing, man. You actually can evade somebody with more precision if they're close to you than if they're far from you.
If you're an expert, you're not an expert. Jose, quit talking to me like you goddamn an expert.
Hey, why you acting like we ain't watch your fights, bro? You clinch more than you evade punches. What you talking about?
And don't clinch with me, Jose. That forearm gonna be in your neck. You really gonna be mad. I promise you.
Yo, now it's a different game plan. You guys will see the evolution of my boxing game, man. This is me showing you guys many, many things about me. This is the most important, like one of the most important days of my life, man. For real, it is. It really is.
Well, you gotta fight. You gotta beat Cruz.
Do Jose get like an hour? What's going on?
He the main event. Why you hating? Cruz ain't here. Where's Cruz at? We gotta go to Troy. Troy.
What's going on? What's going on, Jose?
Nah, you bullied him off.
You pushed the man off the show now.
Troy.
Yes, sir.
You ready, man? You always sound like you in the subway. And I ain't talking about the sandwich spot. Troy.
Oh, Troy, you passed.
Wrong one. My bad. Troy.
Yes, sir.
All right, talk to us, brother. How are you?
Okay, good, man. I'm good. You know what? I can honestly say that I appreciate these shows because I could actually talk now. Because during the week when you do the other shows, I'm really not interested. But anyway, I've been hearing a few of your callers say that they might have problem with their win and all that stuff.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
I have
It's not the win, Troy. Let me explain it a little bit more because I would like some genuine advice, right? It's not the win.
I'm going to give it to you. Go ahead.
It's not the win because, you know, everybody's doing the road work. People are doing the sparring. It's that actual real fight moment. Like once that real bell rings, it's something different than the sparring you've been doing, and something happens to your adrenaline.
It's nerves.
Absolutely.
It's nerves. But I tell you what I used to do, right? I used to go to the track and, just like everybody else, I would make the mistake of just running at a steady pace until I decided you jog a quarter, you sprint a quarter. You jog a quarter, you sprint a quarter, and you do that for about a good 3 miles because it gets your heart to stay steady, race. Stay steady, then race. Stay steady, then race. I found a hill I could jog up. So, the first half of the hill, I would explode up that damn hill, and then I would jog up that damn hill. On the way down, I go full out. On the way down, I just go full out. As far as your nerves when you get in there, after you get hit the first time, it should settle you down.
Ain't that called HIT? That's called HIT training, right?
Huh?
That's called HIT training, like HIIT, high intensity interval training.
Brother, that's just something I came up with when I was training. And as far as the kids I train nowadays, I give them a simple motto, man. See it, hit it, move. See it, hit it, move. It's 3 seconds. You see it, you hit it, you move. Because if you stay there for the 4th second, that's your ass, and I can't do nothing for you. But, the most important thing in there is your balance.
I'm at 47. I'm out of shape and all my issues I'm dealing with. You can't move me back. You would have to literally forcibly push me back because I was taught balance by some great fighters, right? Well, trainers, I should say, trainers. And, that was my big thing when I first came in. My balance was off, and I had all this blasted anger in me. Like, as soon as you hit me and hurt me, I turn into Village Trinidad or Larry Holmes, I want to kill you, right? So you have to be able to control yourself in there because as soon as you do that, man, because a fighter has two great tools in the ring. The first one is your mind, and the second one is your eyes. Like if someone could get into your head, it don't matter what you see because you can't think fast enough to actually fire at anything because you're pissed. You're just pissed and you're just messing up, right? So you have to train your mind and you have to get your eyes right. That is Floyd's greatest weapon in the ring, is his mind and his eyes. Because you notice that Floyd don't attack anybody in the ring. People attack him, and because he's a counterpuncher, he sees it. He sees every blasted thing. But if he has to chase you around and attack you, that's when things get a little bit crazy for him, and he can't fight like that. So that's what I had to learn. And, that's the best advice I give to y'all. Going in there, man. You see it, hit it, move, and you got to learn how to control your emotions. If you like Nesta, man, or honestly, I'll just use myself as an example. When I was younger, you the hyper one, and you get hit and hurt, and you got that pride in you. You're gonna end up on your ass because that's what I did a lot until I learned how to control it. And then after that, I was a little difficult to beat, but things happen. So that's the best advice I could give you, man. I'm going back to folding my clothes.
Boy, thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah, man.
Hey, one thing that I listened to from that is if you cut down the track workout into just doing 200s, after every 200, if you throw 40 to 50 punches, you should be that should like resemble much of when the round first starts. Because you'll be, if you run at 200 full speed and you just go out there and blast it out, and then you after the 200 you don't stop, you throw punches, you might be able to increase your win that way. I don't know about the jog then run, guys. That's cool, but as long as you're throwing punches when you're jogging,
yeah,
that's cool.
Even though that's harder, man, that's harder, but yeah, I would like to mimic punches more. That's why what Derek James and Earl Spence do, their pad work, you see, they ain't on that Floyd Mayweather Jr. pad work. Ain't none of that. Nah, they using the whole ring. He pushing Earl, he throwing shots at Earl, and that's mimicking the fight while telling your fighter to throw certain combinations. So you pushing the level of activity that he's participating during that ring, that he's practicing during that ring by calling out certain shots. So that is what I highly recommend, because if you can't get sparring, that simulates that sparring, So for Joseph, do that shit with your brother, push on him, you know what I'm saying? Get it close in the clinch, have him throw specific shots. Always keep throwing shots, though, because that's what's going to mimic the real thing. Listen, man, been a great show. That is about it. Even though Mike jumped on late, it's all good. We are out, though. Another good episode of Border Wars. We still got some film studies to do. We might even review some of this footage as we're getting closer to the fight. If we run out of live fights to watch, which we still got another Cruz fight we can watch. We got another Jose fight we can watch. We have no more of Marvin and Cantu. And who else is returning? That's it. Everyone else is new. So we'll have to watch some of the footage from some of the participants just to get you guys a little closer to them. Plus, I'll be uploading a lot. I know they've all sent stuff this week, so we're going to get that up there today. I'm your host, Nestor Gibbs. Find me on Instagram and Twitter at NesGTO. Oh, Marvin says we didn't review his fight. So, yeah, there you go. We can watch Marvin's fight.
You can find me at _call me Javi. It's a little light work. Filled in for Mike because he don't want to get up on time. You want to sleep in on Saturdays, like it's cool. It's all good. It's all good, Mike. I'm here. I'm here for you, dog.
I
It's
was
cool.
not aware of a Border Wars show Saturdays. I was not aware of that. Ness and Mario came up with this agreement.
We've
I
been
was not.
every Saturdays. Border Wars.
You guys have, not me.
Border
You
Wars.
guys have.
No, this all good, man.
I was never included with the decision making.
Jose, just make sure you find that dude. We need to get Mike this work, man. I need Mario. Mario, you need to write something up so we can post it on Instagram one time a week. We're gonna make sure we get you a fight. We gotta make sure we say it every day on the show. We need a wheelchair fight for Mike, man. He talking too much.
Hey, what we do if Mike go to sleep in the wheelchair? How you maneuver that shit?
I don't know. He gonna have to give us an emergency contact number.
Nigga, I ain't worried, nigga.
Yeah, we gonna need an emergency contact number. Like when you go to the doctor and they need we need your primary physician. We need all
y'all niggas pussy.
Yeah, we gonna get you that work though.
He saying all that to the nigga, knock the
I
nigga
welcome
chin
to
loose.
work, nigga. Welcome to work, homie.
He ain't gonna work. He gonna be in the corner. He gonna be in the corner like Rocky. Talking about, cut me.
Hey, I got what we gotta do. We got duct tape the legs together so they can't move. And we locking the wheels. We locking the wheels, nigga. Y'all just swing that bitch out. Swing it out.
Nigga. Bro, I'm gonna put a nigga in the motherfucking bed, nigga. I promise.
Man, you ain't even been punched in the face since you been in that chair talking all that shit.
Matter, nigga.
Nigga, Chin got weak when he got in the chair.
I would love
to change the whole.
I would love to see your daughter punch you in the face while you in that chair. I bet, just so you could get a taste of Spawn, because he don't even know what it's like. He think it's the same. It's crazy.
I got a 14-year-old nephew. Always talk shit every time I go see him. Come on now.
So what that mean?
He punch you in the face though?
Yeah, he be probably feeling sorry for like, man, I ain't gonna punch you, uncle. You in that?
Y'all never met my motherfucking nephew or brother or any of my family. That sorry shit. We don't do that.
That's why, he ain't punching you with all his might because he feels sorry for you.
Nigga, knock out that wheelchair, them wheels flipping the ass, nigga.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie to you, nigga. One day, nigga, hit me so hard, nigga, I almost try to chase his ass, nigga. He was running though, nigga. He was running like a motherfucker. I said, nigga, I can't wait till I catch your ass. My little brother caught his ass, though. I choked the shit out of his little ass.
Oh man.
But yeah, man, follow me on IG at Gross1911. And
for what?
If you
really
want smoke, man, you really want smoke, Gross2312 on Twitter, man. We can talk back and forth.
Yo, people like if Mike gets slept in his chair. That would be hilarious, I swear. And you know why it's gonna be okay to be funny? Because we know Mike. Like, imagine you see two dudes in a wheelchair fighting while you going to the movies and one of them gets slapped. You ain't gonna laugh. But you know Mike. You know Mike.
I'm gonna laugh at your ass.
So y'all gonna laugh at the other nigga that I sleep to?
I mean, yeah.
I don't know him. I can't do him like that.
He's your opponent. He's your opponent. So yeah, he signed up for that.
Mike, I might have to get a picture on the Boxer Voice channel though. You sleep in that chair,
right, nigga. Hey, I'm gonna hit a nigga with that motherfucking nigga, for real.
Hey, yo,
how you gonna hear?
We out. Peace.